All right. What it do? What it do? We are live from Buffalo. We are in a place where we can officially draft on Underdog Fantasy, which is awesome. I'm going to go full screen real quick so you guys can see the setup that we got going right now. We got side by side FSE boys right now, mics, cameras, action, all that kind of stuff. What we're doing today, if you guys are unfamiliar with what we kind of had planned for this day today on Saturday, we're going to break down some, Underdog Fantasy drafts right now. And then we're going to have our Listener League draft, our official Patreon Listener League draft later tonight at 7:30. So we're going to hop into some drafts right now, talk some ball, all that kind of stuff. And then later, a couple hours from now, we're going to hop on and do our Listener League draft. So for those of you guys that are just joining us, we'll let some people file into the chat and all that kind of stuff. What we're going to be doing this weekend as like a special gift to you guys for being such a great audience, what we're doing is, doing some Underdog drafts, like I said, and using the promo code FSE. As you guys know, you guys can get 100% back on whatever you put in on Underdog Fantasy. But we're running a special giveaway. For those of you guys that are on the fence, that you haven't already signed up on Underdog, it is the single best place to do your fantasy football drafts, to get exposure to some of these players. If you're only playing in one home league, it's a great way to get exposure to a lot of different players, and you can get your share of prizes, huge prizes, $10 million total in Best Ball Mania 3, $2 million to first place, $1 million to the regular season champion. And if you sign up from now until August 27th, we're giving five $50 credits away to you guys for using our promo code FSE. You'll get 100% back on whatever you put in. So $25 gets you 50, $50 gets you 100, and you'll be entered if you do it from today until August 27th, which is next Sunday. You'll be entered into a raffle basically to get a $50 credit. And we don't have a huge audience, so if you guys are on the fence, you got a very, very good chance of winning that. So you get, as you guys know, you get 100% back. You'll get $50 in credit, a good chance of winning that. You'll get good practice, great practice for your home league drafts, share of big money. And then also you get our dynasty and redraft rankings manifestos for free as the normal deal that we're running. So a lot of mumbo jumbo. Hate to start it off right away with the promotion, but that is what we are doing. If you guys are watching this back, again, if it's not August 27th yet, then you still have a good chance of getting in there. So we see Spicy Hot, of course, the first guy in here. Yo, what's up, Spicy Hot?
What up?
Normally you're ghost drafting with us, but I'll let Danny, talk in here.
Yeah, no, all good. Going back to, of course, the $50 credit giveaway. I mean, we're going to be doing 2 BBMs for you guys on stream prior to that Listener League live drafts, which we will be doing at 7 to about 9-ish that draft should take. So if you guys want to get into some of these BBMs, hey, $50 on Underdog credit gets you into 2 Best Ball Mania drafts. And of course, if you enter these Best Ball Mania drafts, you have a chance at winning $2 million. So imagine just signing up, depositing 10, 20, 30, whatever dollars, getting money back on your account, and then having a free chance basically to win $2 million.
Yeah, exactly. So, Danny, I'm hopping into the draft. We'll answer some more questions as the draft fills up. Again, if you guys are already on Underdog, feel free to join us. If you haven't, link down below for how you can enter the contest and sign up. So I'm going to hit yes as soon as Danny is ready.
Yep.
And we are going into the draft here. Let's see if we got. So we're waiting for many people. So if you guys,
I am in a different one, so I will actually enter 2. We're drafting 2 at once, baby. Let's ride.
So we got. We're waiting for 8 people. So if you guys are in the chat and you have Underdog accounts already, by all means, file into there. Bobcat, what's up? What's going on? Sup, fellas? What's going on? Pionio. We got Burner's Burner already in here asking the fantasy questions. You love to see it. Cup, Justin Jefferson, or Dalvin Cook at 105 in a 12-team half PPR redraft.
Easily one of those 2 receivers. I currently have Cup as my 1, Jefferson as my 2. Corey, vice versa, has Jefferson as his 1, Cup as his 2. So between one of those receivers, pick your poison. You want the young gun, potential breakout, go with Jefferson. Obviously, you want the guy last year, Cup, who was basically the most historic wide receiver we have seen ever in fantasy football. Go with Cooper Kupp. Both are going to be great. Both are going to be, 22 PPR point per game scorers. So, I mean, pick your poison.
No doubt. Yeah, I'd be going with Jefferson, but Kupp also a great pick there as well. Yeah, we will be live for our Listener League draft. So if you guys are curious, what's going on in our thought process in a real live draft, this is our real live Listener League draft with a real buy-in, all that kind of stuff. So we will be doing that draft live around 7:30, I believe, is when the draft kicks off, but we might go live a little bit before then as well. So what's up, Corey? Spicy Hot asked a good question. Does it work if we were already signed up? It does not, unfortunately. This is just for new signups. So for those of you guys that are on the fence, this is to help encourage you guys to, take that leap, get some practice on Underdog, and get a good chance of winning some free credits on there as well. So big thanks to them. Steve says, let's fucking go,
That's
boys.
my boy.
What's good? Dr. Brian Harris, doctor. He's got his doctor in his name. No split screen. You love to see it. Nice setup. Appreciate it. Yeah, we also have, I don't know if you guys noticed this, it's hard to tell right now, but we actually do have a brand new camera that we're using. That will be my solo setup, and you guys will notice that once I get home.
Side note, breaking news.
What's up?
Matt Corral expected to miss the 2022 season with a list rank.
Oh, shit, eh?
So,
I mean, not like he was going to play very much with Darnold and Baker there, but definitely not great news for a third-round quarterback. Usually injury does not lend itself to having a lot of money going there. Corey says, I've signed with promo code, just haven't put dollars in. Yeah, so if you've, I believe
first time deposit.
Yeah, I believe if you signed up and you haven't deposited yet, I don't think we get notified that you've used our code. So if you've already signed up and you just haven't put money in, now's your time to do so because you get some free credits there for sure.
Also, I got the 112 in our draft.
I got the 104, so you love to see that. I got a guaranteed, high-end wide receiver. Maybe someone stupid lets Christian McCaffrey fall to me. Yeah. What's good? What's up, Bryson? What's up, boys? What's up, Steven?
What's up?
Zach Moss for 0 or hero RBs. Is he? To be honest, we haven't watched a ton of the games today, so Zach Moss, maybe he's getting some work with the ones or something. That's why he's saying that. I'm not sure. Zach Moss, I've heard some drum beats that it might be like a three-way committee this year, but I'm still on James Cook and Devin Singletary more so than Zach Moss.
Look at Spicy. I love the commitment. That's a loco. I'm going to pull up. Oh, well, dude, are you in Buffalo?
If you're in Buffalo, by all means, pull up, but I don't know.
Message us.
Yeah. Better sign up for my girlfriend's name. Big
W.
Best pick for 7th overall. Okay, the draft has actually started, so I'm going to pay attention here. But best pick for 7th overall, half-point PPR keeper. I mean, in a keeper league, any of those wide receivers, if somehow Chase falls to you, especially in a keeper league, that is an awesome pick there for sure.
Oh, I agree.
So I would say Chase would be your ideal scenario there.
Talking about Corral, by the way. Next comment.
Oh, true. Okay, so I'm on the board at 105 here. Justin Jefferson's on the board. Pretty free, if I do say so myself. I want to make sure. I want to see if I can pull the draft. Would you guys let me know if in the comments? Would you guys rather see who's available, or do you want to see the draft board? Because I
would zoom in too for them. Because that's probably zoomed out bare.
Oh yeah, sure.
Probably do like 125 or whatever that. What's that? Yeah, that should be.
That
good.
Should be good there. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
So yeah, well, I'll try and switch back and forth enough. I only have one screen here because I just have my laptop, so I can't swap in between screens and make the picks. But I'm drafting from my phone here, so
yeah. Let me know when I'm on the clock if you ever notice, because I am double drafting right now on my phone. And
yeah, I don't know. You could have left that other draft. I don't know why you decided to stay in there.
It filled up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it filled up. We do have a super, so I'd go to that quickly.
Oh, yeah, true. So Bobcat's in here. He's rebuilding, looking to trade Saquon Barkley and Chubb in a 12-team Dynasty Superflex PPR. What could I possibly get from them? Also love the content. Appreciate that. I would say Nick Chubb, I'm just any first-round draft capital, and he's off my team easily, especially in a rebuilding type of scenario. Any kind of young wide receiver in the like Elijah Moore territory is also a guy that I would just easily swap 1-for-1 with Nick Chubb in a rebuilding scenario. Saquon's a little tougher because he's got a lot of buzz around him from like a redraft perspective, so a lot of contenders are probably going to be really in on Saquon. I might give it a couple weeks into the season and then trade Saquon once, because I think he's going to be back to his full Saquon ability this year, and in that case you should be able to get multiple ones for him, if not a high like an early to mid first next year, or a mid first and a Amon-Ra St. Brown type of asset or something like that on top of him.
I agree with that. I also appreciate the super chat there. I had a fun little start to my draft, something that I don't do often, but I never take Travis Kelce, so I said fuck it, mix in a share. I also mix in a contextual play or a textural play with taking Alvin Kamara, because I'm thinking from a game theory standpoint, Best Ball Mania, how many teams are going to have the pairing of Travis Kelce and Alvin Kamara? And obviously, they're the type of players on any given week, specifically in that Week 17 format, where if they have that blow-up game, that blow-up week, based off, obviously, touchdowns for Alvin Kamara, being the number one weapon for Patrick Mahomes for Travis Kelce, that lineup could pay off. I don't see many people having that pairing to start their drafts. So, mix it in.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a solid start there. Seeing a lot of running backs fly off the board: Cook, Henry, Saquon, Kamara, Javonte. I was hoping Williams would have made it back to me so I could start my draft with Justin Jefferson, Javonte Williams, but not bad so far. Hopefully I can get Swift is actually, he just got picked. Never mind. I just jinxed it. I was going to say Swift was actually still on the board there. I might actually mix in Aaron Jones here because I don't get a ton of him, but I might actually just go for the full-fledged 0 RB if Mike Evans actually falls here. So
Michael Pittman, wow.
Michael Pittman off
second
the board
round pick now?
Before Mike Evans, eh? I'm tempted to go Aaron Jones because I never draft him.
You got him somewhat after ADP.
I'm going Evans, man. I can't pass him
Yeah.
up. I think if Evans was gone, I would have went with Aaron Jones there, but I'm totally cool with that. We got Light in the chat here. In an 8-man PPR redraft league, should I trade Marquise Brown for Michael Thomas?
Redraft?
Yeah.
If you're going into the season, you know Michael Thomas fully healthy, like I don't mind it, but that's close. That's close.
Yeah.
Prepare to get sniped all draft. Okay.
Facts.
Damn.
Is Bryson right in between you?
Yeah, he's right before me.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'd probably be rolling with Marquise Brown just because the risk they're close in my rankings. Just give me the risk mitigation factor of Marquise Brown not having an injury already, like Michael Thomas.
There. Get sniped all draft.
Favorite draft pick position this year? To be honest, I would say 1, but I also really like 2 because I go back and forth on those top 2 running backs pretty much on a daily basis. And if I can't get 1 or 2, I would say 5 or 6 is my favorite, depending on if you can get Chase there. So I really like any place that I can guarantee one of those top 5 players. And I also like 3 or 4 because Jefferson's I just think he's going to be phenomenal this year.
I want 1 because Christian McCaffrey's my 101, and I know again I'm already making the bet on him staying healthy. As long as he's healthy, he's literally a 1.3x more valuable than every single other asset in fantasy football. So
all right.
Yeah.
So your boy's going 0 RB here. I got Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, and Mike Evans to start off my draft. As you guys know from our 0 RB video, I will be probably not drafting a running back unless maybe Akers gets back to me with this next pick. I doubt ETN will, but Akers might. So maybe he's the deviation I make in the dead zone. But I might try and go with a typical 0 RB here. So
I dig it.
Nate says Moss was their goal line running back today, scoring 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and you brought that up that Cook had a big play and he was down at the 1 yard line. They brought Moss in to punch the touchdowns. I mean, 18th round or something, like I'm cool. Maybe he has some big touchdown games or whatever, but not excited from like a managed redraft league perspective. Good luck with the draft, boys. I appreciate it. How long y'all there for? We're gonna just be here tonight, and then we're coming home tomorrow
morning. Yeah.
So just a quick overnighter. Draft board for sure. Yep. No worries. Should have had your boy Flet host the listener draft. Facts.
Dark mode.
Oh yeah, people big. Everybody's down on the fucking light mode here.
wait, did Spicy Hot just call me Fanny?
Yeah, I'll go with the dark mode to appease the crowd here. You guys bullied me into it.
Where are we going here? I'm back on the clock. I think I got to get my boy Travis Etienne with one of these picks for sure. Oh, and Jalen Waddle's here as well. All the Jalen Waddle. I mean, I'm doing a substandard start for my own sake. I mean, Kelsey, Kamara on that first turn, and only having 1 wide receiver through 4, which I don't typically do. But I mean, from now on, I'm just going to absolutely pound that wide receiver position because I mean, I talk all along. I love starting my draft early with wide receivers. So you're just seeing a different version of Danny where I actually invested in 2 potential elite satellite backs this year with Kamara and Etienne.
Yeah. So I want to break down the board right now. Just what we see here. So the first, I would say 30 picks or so were pretty bog standard. Somebody went off the board and took Pittman at 20 and Sutton at 29, which I think is too early on both of those guys. But we are seeing this area where the players get a little bit more questionable. Once T. Higgins went off the board at 34 there, I think the wide receiver position dips off quite a bit. As much as I like DJ Moore and I like, Allen Robinson and, Jalen Waddle and Marquise Brown, there is a pretty large difference, in my opinion, between those guys and T. Higgins and A.J. Brown and Keenan Allen and Tyreek Hill and Deebo Samuel and all the guys that go typically in that range of the draft. So I am freaking praying that Cam Akers gets here because I really, of course, got fucking sniped from me. Yeah, Baja Blast. Overrated Mountain Dew flavors fucking sniping me. Ezekiel Elliott's on the board, but I don't hate myself that much, so I'm not going to do that.
Dude, Dunbar is ready to set the tone. Look at that. Pound the rock, baby.
I'm gonna grab DJ right here. I'm gonna grab Deontay Johnson.
I dig it. Yeah.
I could have gone with like a Lamar Jackson or something like that, and then look to grab Bateman or something later on. But I do have, some great stacking options. Because I have AJ Brown, I can go with Jalen Hurts in a bit. I have Mike Evans, I can go with Tom Brady in a bit. Hopefully, I would actually love if Chris Godwin fell to me with my next pick. That could be a move. He definitely will be with my next pick, but even maybe my pick after that, I might limit test. I don't know.
You could go with an anchor quarterback because obviously you want to be elite at the onesies here.
Yeah. So Thomas went off the board. McLaurin is not a guy that I find myself drafting a lot of, but he's actually still on the board, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Also, you know what I might do here is take Kittle. because then I get an
the elite advantage.
anchor tight end and a 0 RB usually as a play. So
McLaurin
went. So Judy is still on the board, man. Like,
who went? Oh, it's because like Juju went early and fucking like.
Oh man, Judy is really, really tempting here. No, I'm doing it. I'm taking Judy. I can't pass it. So I'm gonna take Judy.
This might be a 6 wide receiver build for you.
Oh, it might be a very shallow wide receiver build. You guys can I pull up my team here? So I built out a straight 0 RB with Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, AJ Brown, Deontay Johnson, and Jerry Judy. I'm gonna get some very, very high spike production out of those guys. So I'm not gonna spend too much more draft capital on the wide receiver position, at least not early. Hopefully I can get Goddard and Hurts with my next 2 picks.
That'd be
and I can grab that Eagles stack there. But Hurts literally went the pick right after me. So
I wanted Kyler to come back.
He reached quite a bit on him. So I think I should be able to get Brady just fine. So I'll probably try and build out a Buccaneers.
The one time I take Kelsey, Mahomes gets sniped. Really? Come on, man.
No kidding. So we got Burner's Burner. Talk me into Javonte Williams this year at the end of the second round. Well, for starters, I have him ranked at the end of the first round. So he will. Okay, so Javonte Williams, the reason I love him this year, the reason I think he's a great value is because he's going in an area of the draft where he can finish in that area despite him potentially splitting a large workload with Melvin Gordon, just because Russell Wilson makes that offense so much better. And Javonte Williams, even if he is splitting the workload somewhat, is going to at least get the lion's share of the work, I would say, even at his floor. And he is probably also going to get more receiving work than Melvin Gordon. So for the most part, I think Javonte Williams, I don't want to say he's being priced at his floor because he could be, finish a little bit lower than that. But for the most part, I think his floor is like a mid RB2, which we never want to be drafting mid RB2s in the second round. But the ceiling case is very, very clear with Javonte Williams. He's a superstar, in the making, in my opinion, from what we saw out of him in his rookie season. I mean, that game against the Cowboys, he had like 3 highlight reel runs in one game.
He looked good. I mean, in terms of breaking tackles, obviously that balance, he's fucking amazing. Also, Bryson, you were not lying. You did snipe DK Metcalf a pick from me, so that hurt.
You hate to see it. I don't know if Baja Blast is in this draft, but you are literally fucking screwing me right now with Jalen Hurts, Cam Akers, all these guys. It's just hurting my soul at the moment. All these quarterbacks are flying off the board too, and it's making me nervous that I won't even get Brady with my next pick here.
Tony Latoni with the bully tight end. Look at that. We go back.
What happened?
Tony Latoni with the bully tight end strategy. Did you see that?
Oh, he's got Pitts and Kittle. Ew. What is this guy doing?
He loves it.
Yeah. All right. So we got Keenan or Pittman. I'm going with Keenan Allen there. I love Pittman this year as well, and they're ranked, relatively similarly, but I think Keenan Allen just has such a high floor, and I don't typically love drafting floor plays in the third round, but I think his ceiling is also, the range of outcomes that Keenan Allen has for him is that Herbert has, some outlier touchdown season where he throws 45 touchdowns. And we know Keenan Allen's probably not the primary touchdown scorer for that offense. We figure, Eckler, Mike Williams might score more touchdowns than him. But Keenan Allen's really never had a high touchdown ceiling in his career up until now with Herbert as his quarterback.
I think
this is really close, though.
They're back-to-back for me. I think I'd actually slightly lean Pittman. You guys, obviously, if you have our manifesto, can check our ranks. I want to say these guys are wide receiver 12 and wide receiver 13 for me back-to-back. So give me Pittman because, I know his status, obviously, in terms of that big play, big body type of target. I think it could be a better version of what we've seen from Allen Robinson in the past couple of years. And with Matt Ryan in town, obviously adding some balance to this offense, I think I'd feel much more likely with Michael Pittman having a 10, 12, 13 touchdown type of year than I would with Keenan Allen, given the fact that he's a third-year type of player, as opposed to obviously Keenan Allen. Although we want to project it year to year, until it actually happens, it's kind of just tough saying, oh, he's going to have an outlier touchdown season for me personally.
That's a fair take too, because looking back at last year, I had Keenan Allen ranked really high as well. Yeah. I had him like wide receiver 6 or so, and I actually had him ranked higher than Justin Jefferson, and maybe that was an oversight on my part because I was undervaluing what the young ascending receiver kind of means in the high end range of outcomes. So yeah, I think Pittman over Keenan is definitely a fair assessment.
They're close.
They're so close, man. Yeah. Like you split hairs with these two guys.
And until then, I would honestly say Tyreek Hill's probably close to that tier, but
I would take Tyreek over both of them.
I have Tyreek higher than both now. I thought about it, and it's like he's still freaking Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I understand the change of scenery, but at the end of the day here, did he get worse at football?
No.
And if you're just getting Tyreek Hill given his skill level, yes, it's obviously a suboptimal situation compared to what he was at with Patrick Mahomes. But they're going to throw the ball. And Tua's no slouch of a quarterback. Like, yeah, we like to meme him, but from a pure, can he be Kirk Cousins for Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
Because if he could be Kirk Cousins, then I'm all on board with Tyreek Hill being a 1,300-yard wide receiver. Because, I mean, at the end of the day here, given the target concentration of that offense, I think both him and Waddle can be absolutely dominant this year. So, realistically, I feel like people are so worried about that narrative of target competition without acknowledging target concentration enough.
Right. Okay. So my most recent 2 picks, I have some explaining to do. So I went, I wanted to go with a quarterback there, but like I'm pretty sure I'm going to get Brady with my next pick. So that might be a stupid mistake on my part.
I need a quarterback,
but
too.
I'm limit testing and hoping Brady gets back to me. So I went.
Oh, in our draft?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not getting Brady. I got Godwin.
Oh, you're going to take him?
I got Godwin.
Oh, you piece of shit. Anyways, I took Dalton Schultz with my first pick. At ADP, I have 5 great wide receivers on this team. I need to start building out some positional advantages in other places. And I went with Josh Jacobs, like a couple picks after his ADP. Again, he's a dead zone running back, so you don't want to get overexposed to Josh Jacobs, but he is sliding so far in these underdog drafts. This is not something I would advise you guys to do in home league drafts because Josh Jacobs will probably be a 4th or a 5th round pick. But I mean, we're on the board, pick 76. Like that is a far cry for a guy that I think has 15 rushing touchdown upside playing in the best offense of his career. And I know there's, not some great buzz around him because Zamir White's getting playing time and, Jacobs didn't get his 5th-year option picked up, but I still think he's a very, very solid running back. I don't see a huge difference between him and, some of these other guys, like from a talent perspective that are going way ahead of him. And he's in like I said, the best offense of his career. He has high touchdown upside. He's probably not going to be a guy that gets, 70 receptions or anything like that. But we did see, a pretty good amount of usage out of him last year. And I think the touchdown upside is really what I'm chasing in a best ball format. Give me those spike weeks where he punches in a touchdown or 2 a game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than fine with it too. I got Josh Jacobs today. We were doing a couple of drafts. I got Josh Jacobs today at 95th overall.
Yeah, he's people are fading him into oblivion, and that's what you're going to see on Underdog, right? Because these guys are, most of the people that are drafting on here are like know what the RB dead zone is. They don't want to draft these guys in the 4th, 5th round. Like, if you guys play in more casual home leagues, like some of the people will do that in those formats. But on Underdog, there's this huge dichotomy. It's like, okay, I'm absolutely not taking 4th round or 5th round Josh Jacobs in a home league. But when he's on the board in the mid 7th round or the 8th round or something, it's a little bit more stomachable at that point because you're pretty much out of the dead zone at that point.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, 95th overall, I believe that's the beginning of the 9th round or so, something around there. So if you're getting, a guy that can be, let's just say,
come on.
Let's just say he's B-Tech Joe Mixon of last year.
Okay, thank God I took Dalton Schultz as my last pick because I at least have the fallback plan of taking Dak Prescott as a quarterback here. But I have Judy. I was just going to grab Russell Wilson, and he got sniped one pick ahead of me.
Yeah, I mean, like because you have Dak Prescott, you can.
I would rather have Dak than Russell Wilson anyway.
You know what's sneaky about that too? Is Pollard still available in this draft? Because I know Pollard was falling.
No, he's gone.
He's gone. Okay, you can wrap around. I mean, obviously Jalen Tolbert goes a little bit higher. That's not a bad target.
Yeah, I'll put him on my
sneaky one. Could be. I mean, if the Cowboys receivers don't, supplant themselves this preseason,
I'm grabbing Will Fuller in like the 18th
I was just
round.
about to say. I mean, Will Fuller could be the play here because if the Cowboys aren't impressed by the receiving core, they feel like they need to bring in, an ancillary piece. Obviously, with Gallup on the shelf, then I mean, Will Fuller's gonna be free cash this year.
Carlos, thank you. I can take my shades off now. Yeah, Danny is also in the draft. If that wasn't clear, spicy outside. I just realized. Put money in, by the way.
Let's go.
Appreciate it, Corey Van. You will be entered into the contest. And if you guys are just joining us, missed it at the announcement early on. We're giving away 5 credits of $50 on Underdog Fantasy for anybody that is a new user that signs up and deposits using promo code FSE from today to next Sunday. So it doesn't matter when you do it. If you can't do it right now, you can always do it later in the week. You'll be entered into that contest as well. Like I said, promo code FSE. Link is down below in the description, and you'll get our Dynasty and Redraft Rankings manifestos for free as well. So Higgins 310. I don't know if he went there.
Yeah, of course.
I'm easily taking him there. I think he's saying Higgins 310 because he slid down there on the draft board.
Full PPR, Jefferson or Cup. I have Cup. He has Jefferson. Pick your poison, Miguel.
The favorite 0 RB target. Here we go. Kareem Hunt on the board there.
Oh my God, I love Kareem Hunt this year, dude.
Yeah, I do too. I pick 100. I got him at pick 100 to go along with Josh Jacobs. I
didn't take him. I didn't take him over.
I'm going to hammer running backs in this area of the draft. And for those of you guys that, if you guys find yourself in a position like I was in, and you guys see at the top of the draft board here, where I just the running back value wasn't there, right? Javonte Williams, Saquon Barkley, and DeAndre Swift were what I was hoping would fall to me at the back of the second round. None of those guys were there. I pivot. I take Mike Evans, who I've ranked far ahead of Leonard Fournette, Aaron Jones, some of the running backs in that area. And same goes in the third round. I don't, I could have, I have Akers ranked there, so I could have went with Akers, but I was hoping he would get back to me, trying to play the ADP game a little bit.
I wanted to share Devin Singletary. That's what I wanted there.
just hammering out the wide receiver value. You skip over the RB dead zone a little bit. I mean, I guess I took Jacobs, who's a dead zone running back, but I got him in round 7. So I'm cool with that. I'm going to hammer out running backs probably with my next 2 picks, hopefully.
I'm sorry. I'm just like analyzing Tony Latoni's strategy right now.
Does he have another tight end?
No, he grabbed Aaron Rodgers in the 9th after grabbing Joe Burrow in the 7th.
Oh, God. This guy needs some help.
Tony.
Yeah.
Is he in this fucking live stream?
I hope not. Tony, if you're in this live stream, you gotta
shout out Tony.
We need to put you on the grill a little bit. Full PPR, Jefferson or Kupp. Again, whichever one of us you ask, you're gonna get a different answer because I would take Jefferson, Danny would take Kupp, but it is literally splitting hairs. So I'm going with Jefferson.
Ooh, am I gonna? Oh fuck! I forgot that Kenneth Walker had the hernia. I was just about to take him. You know what? I don't mind 10th round Russell Gage. Like, I don't know how him and Julio Jones are going back to back right now when one's a 26-year-old.
Did you end up grabbing Brady?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand the thing with Russell Gage. I was so out on him when he went to the 6th round, but we're going to really let a 33-year-old Julio Jones, who only signed as realistically insurance for that team, going to drop him down 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Like, give me Russell Gage all day, every day. I don't know how they're so close in ADP right now. In my other draft, Madison.
Yeah, so we got Danny's got Brady, Kamara, ETN. Then he built out a pretty deep wide receiver core here with Waddle, Godwin, Elijah Moore, Sky Moore, Tyler Lockett, Russell Gage, and you got an anchor tight end there in Travis Kelce. So it looks like you're building out a pretty solid team as well. I'm on the clock pretty soon here. There's a couple running back options that I hope fall to me. I want to get some upside in my 0 RB and grab like a Kenneth Walker potentially or a Cordero Patterson. I
thought about Kenneth Walker my last.
I think after those 2 guys are off the board, there's a bit of a tier break at running back because then I got like Rashad White, Isaiah Spiller, like type of guys as the next Alexander Madison guys ranked a little bit
later
higher, and I'm not quite on board with taking those guys quite yet. So I'm probably gonna pivot away from there. I have Jefferson. So what I might do is lock down Cousins as my second quarterback and have Prescott and Cousins, I think, can give me some good weeks between those 2 guys in a best ball format. So we'll see what's up here.
I'll get us to some comments. Oh, I can't press that.
You can use the mouse to do it.
Here.
Yeah, JP said looks like Antonio Gibson tweaked something in the game.
Antonian Gibson, I rate it. Gibson's being used in space right now and looks great. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, it's about time.
McKissick isn't playing, to be fair.
Yeah, facts. That is true. Antonio Gibson without J.D. McKissick on the field might be the best running back in the league. So
facts. He's back on the field. He took himself out. Ayuk or London in redraft. Oh, they're really close.
I'm grabbing Kenneth Walker here. I got to do it. Hopefully Cousins falls back to me with my next pick, but I had to grab.
I actually don't know who I have higher between London and Ayuk.
I have Ayuk higher.
I think I have Ayuk slightly higher, but like. They're both probably around the wide receiver 30 or so range.
Yeah, I think with London dealing with an injury, missing some crucial development time, there's a bit of a tiebreaker there now. Also, I broke down in the strength of schedule video that the Falcons passing and rushing attacks are going to have a bit of a tough time in the first couple of weeks. And it's a rookie wide receiver. I don't expect him to get out to a huge start. So there's a good chance I think London doesn't get out to a great start this year. And where he's going, I think I'm probably just going to let my league mates draft him. Maybe I'll trade for him on the low if I can or something. Here, let me
Javonte or Debo?
Javonte or Debo? Give me Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
They're not really that close. I like Debo. He's like ranked at the back of the second round for me, but I have Javonte, like I said, ranked at the borderline 1. I have him at 13 overall, so he's way ahead.
That's fair. For trading the works with Kirk Cousins, I don't think it's happening this close to season opener.
Where did you hear that? Was it like a reputable source, or was it like something just random Twitter shit, or like a sleeper notification? Because that would be interesting. Who would be trading for him?
I have no clue, to be honest.
The Dolphins, maybe.
That would be the only one that makes sense.
Well, because I don't know, maybe McDaniel had some overlap with him in Washington or something. I don't know. Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland. I guess would have had overlap with.
Was McDaniel even in Washington?
No, probably not. It's probably for Cleveland.
But they have fucking
Deshaun
Watson.
They can't afford to trade for Kirk Cousins.
He makes like $40 million.
Exactly, yeah. But okay, so I'm on the board soon here. You want
I'm
me to
about to
leave
be
you
too.
Julio or what?
Fucking how many picks after ADP? I'll only take him if he's
Cousins
at
went off
value.
the board, which is kind of unfortunate.
You can leave Julio, I guess. I don't. If you want him, take him.
I don't
thought you
really.
take
I'm
Garrett
not
Wilson.
that excited about him.
Oh, oh no, Romeo Dubs went. Never mind.
I'm debating grabbing another tight end here. I think I might just wait for Freiermuth later as my second tight end. I might go Garrett Wilson here. Rashad White's interesting. I don't pick for a while. So I think I don't want to miss out on this tier of running back. It's a little bit ahead of ADP. You guys know I'm all in on Alexander Madison. I'm all out on Dalvin Cook. So I'm going to grab Madison there.
I dig it.
And in my 0 RB build right now, I got Josh Jacobs, Kareem Hunt, Kenneth Walker, and Alex Madison. I think that's a good mix. I don't want to call him a floor play in Josh Jacobs, but he is a good volume guy with some touchdown upside. Kareem Hunt's going to have some standalone role, plus obviously the in case Nick Chubb gets injured. Kenneth Walker maybe can play himself right into a great role right away, and then Madison obviously just a pure handcuff.
Yeah, I like how you built that core.
Yeah, and I'll probably grab McKissick and maybe like a pass catcher, and then maybe like an Algier or like a Samir White or not. Maybe
it's so funny because I would have said, oh, you could just grab a Brian Robinson, but now Brian Robinson's like a 12th round pick. Like I remember a couple weeks ago with Spicy, we were grabbing Brian Robinson consistently, like round 16, 17, 18. But I mean, now people are starting to catch on that guy's going to have a role in the offense, and his ADP is seeing a big shoot up because of it. It's so funny because remember the latest video we have on the channel is mid-round players to fade, and that was with Gibson has a 51 overall ADP. If this keeps transpiring in the preseason, I can tell you right now, Gibson's ADP is going to be closer to where I have him ranked.
Oh yeah, pretty much. How did Mahomes slide so much? I mean, like I said, in these sharp rooms, Mahomes slides. Like on casual leagues and stuff, people will draft Mahomes a lot higher because of his ability, like his talent level. But I think sharp drafters are kind of wise to the fact that he might not have the greatest outlook from a fantasy perspective this year, and the ceiling of the Murray Hurts types are higher because of the rushing output that they can provide. So that's why he goes higher. And obviously they're not better quarterbacks than him, but they are going higher in fantasy draft. I
just wrapped up my turn, and I'm going to do this in a lot of leagues with Rashad White and Jahan Dotson. Obviously Rashad White, I do have the Brady Godwin correlation there, and obviously Russell Gage. So I'm getting another Tampa Bay Buccaneer there. And Jahan Dotson, everything that we're hearing out of training camp right now. Okay, first of all, we were already higher on Jahan Dotson as the prospect himself. Everybody was like, oh, how's this guy going in the top 20 of drafts? We thought that, he's probably more of a late first round pick, but it didn't shock us the fact that he was a top 20 selected player. Then he goes out this training camp, has looked dominant, has looked like the clear-cut wide receiver 2 for Washington. And as we know, he's a 22-year-old rookie receiver. His type of archetype is how you see players not only beat their ADP, but be the league winners, be the sleepers on a year-to-year basis. So again, this guy started this offseason close to 14th, 15th round pick. He's going in the 12th round right now, and I'm still more than comfortable taking him in the 12th round. Honest to God, I mean, yes, should he be going after the Olave, Sky Moore tier? Sure, but those guys are like 8th round picks. If those guys are 8th round picks.
Oh my God, this guy just sniped Gallup from me. Are you kidding me?
If they are 8th round picks, Jahan Dotson should be a 10th round pick, I think.
Dude, Baja Blast he's got to be in this stream right now. There's no chance he's not, because he is extremely setting the tone on me. So
facts.
I think, do I want to grab another quarterback here? I'm going to grab Trevor Lawrence here. I don't get a ton of Trevor Lawrence, but I kind of like what I saw. We've been kind of talking about.
He's looked good.
What we saw to Trevor Lawrence in the first preseason game. I don't know. He hasn't played yet, I don't think. I think he plays the Steelers tonight. But I've liked what I saw out of Trevor Lawrence. I liked what I saw about the scheme in Jacksonville as well. So a little bit more excited about Trevor Lawrence than I was before. So and he has some rushing upside too. So not bad.
Forgot you're going to New York. BMAC classic.
Yeah, classic.
Tone setter. No way. What did Spicy say? Yeah, they're responding. Appreciate that, Alex. Means a lot, brother.
Yeah, welcome to the States. Yeah, we are. We went to a Panera Bread earlier, and
big gas.
Yeah, big gas. Never been to a Panera Bread. We have a place called Zoop in Canada, which is basically like Panera Bread. Because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but like soup is my favorite food. And I tweeted out one time.
He's either 80 or 5, by the way.
I got ratioed extremely hard by saying that soup and sandwich was the 101 of food combos. So like I said, it was better than like surf and turf and pizza and wings and like a bunch of combos that people love. Soup and sandwich is just like my go-to. I could legitimately eat soups and sandwiches for lunch every single day for the rest of my life.
I just got sniped on Jameis. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, not bad. I might grab Christian Watson here if he's on the board, hopefully. Is there any Jaguars on the board? Did he just go? Oh, it was Wandale. Okay, I saw a rookie wide receiver going. I was about to fucking kill Baja Blast again. Ooh, you know what's interesting here? James Robinson's fallen quite a bit. And
I actually dig James Robinson.
I'm going to grab him because I got him way after ADP. Good texture there. And I have Lawrence. Maybe it's a bet against ETN if Lawrence and James Robinson are my pieces there. So, and there's plenty of late round guys that you can take dart throws on the Jags, which is something I like about stacking up that team is you can grab, Zay Jones, Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones as a 15th round pick.
If anybody cares about Laviska Shenault still, you could always take a shot on him.
I swear I've been talking about this nonstop all offseason, but with Marvin Jones, you're potentially getting the target leader on a team in the 15th round. I get it. He's old. He's gross. He's yucky. But like realistically, are we that sure from a market standpoint that Christian Kirk's just going to walk in and lead the team in targets? Like Marvin Jones, I think from a talent standpoint is comparable. And in terms of valuable targets down the field in the red zone area, like I don't see a way where if he's healthy, Marvin Jones doesn't pay off his ADP. Not only pay off, but smash his ADP. I think he could be like a top 35 wide receiver. And you're getting that in round 15, you're getting that as your wide receiver 6 or 7 on your team. Yeah, give me that.
I think he's a great bet for this year's like Brandon Cooks, like the late round wide receiver that just ends up randomly carving out like a 25% target share that we probably all should have seen coming because he was, one of the more established guys on his team. But for my money, Christian Kirk is going to be that guy for the Jags, but it is possible Marvin Jones has a big role there because he did have one last year and he already has rapport with the quarterback. Sean says, I've picked 7 in this keeper and wide receivers available are Adams, Diggs, Lamb. RBs available are Cook, Mixon, and Swift. Please help. So I'm assuming
I'm just acknowledging right now. I got Pat Freiermuth.
No.
This pad after ADP.
Damn.
Like what?
I was hoping to get him.
Sorry. I'm just going to say that quickly. And then my second pick, I'm going to quickly make before we get to the comment. Is it weird that I'm still in on Brian Robinson even at the 14th round? Like, even though, is it weird?
No, not at all. That's a fine pick.
Man, I get it, game theory implicators, but realistically, the difference between a 14th and earlier selected 17th round pick is more so going to be made up in the variance of the offseason anyways. So I'm fine with, all the nerd talk aside, taking Brian Robinson here at the 1401.
Right. And what Danny's referring to, if you guys don't know what he means, is Best Ball Mania 3 has been going since April.
Yeah.
May, probably. So some people would have gotten Brian Robinson when in the early drafts in round 18, round 17, probably. So Danny drafting him in round 14. Inherently, you don't really want to do that because especially on earlier round players, like if you grab, for example, like a guy going at like Saquon Barkley right now. Saquon Barkley's going towards like the 1-2 turn now, but before he was going, at the 2-3 turn.
Third round, yeah.
Yeah. So some people were getting shares of Saquon Barkley that early on. Thankfully, that was us when we were in Brooklyn. But for the most part, you don't want to do that. But with the later round guys, I'm not nearly as worried about it. If it's like a 14th versus an 18th round pick, not as big of a deal to me. But back to Sean's question, in a keeper league, I'm assuming, some of these other guys have been kept already, and that's why pick 7 is probably a little bit less, fruitful than it might have been. What are your thoughts on going with, do you want to go Adams even in a keeper league here? Because Adams would be my pick if it was like a straight redraft league at the 7th pick with those guys available on the board. Adams would be who I would go with, but in a keeper league, do you lean a Swift because he's younger? Do you lean a Lamb because he's younger?
How many years a keeper do you have them?
Yeah, that would also be interesting to know as well. If you get to keep these guys for like 3+ years or whatever, then I'd be probably interesed in Lamb then.
Let us know. I mean, the clear answers are Swift and Lamb if it's a long-term keeper. If it's short-term, if you're only keeping them from 1 year, you probably go what? Adams? If it's only 1 year?
Yeah, if it's just 1 year, I'd be going Adams.
Let us know there, Sean. How many years can you keep those guys? And we'll follow up your comment.
Yeah, I grabbed Alec Pierce here. Another guy that's been a sneaky, like, buzzy name for the Colts in training camp. And again, Danny kind of referred to it earlier, but I looked at best ball win rates for oh, what happened there? Oh,
just Discord.
No, I think the camera just turned off.
What? Check the camera.
I think my battery died on my camera. Hold on.
Wait.
Looks like we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch quickly. Call it a quick audible to the Surface camera.
Holy
front.
crap!
So
that is zoomed
We got a big close-up view now, so we're gonna back this up a little bit. But camera just died on us. Thought it was charged up or whatever. Anyways, back to Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce has been a guy that's been getting a lot of buzz for Colts training camp, and he's kind of like the forgotten man of like the second round wide receivers. Like none of us thought he should have gone that high, but he did get that high of draft capital, and it sounds like he's performing to a high level enough that they didn't want to sign Julio Jones. They don't want to sign Will Fuller, and that's gotta mean something. So
you were just on the clock, by the way.
No, it's a little,
it's a glitch.
It's a little delayed. I'm gonna move down on the board here because I can't actually see. Going back up here. All right, so now I'm back on the clock, and Marvin Jones is actually here for me. I'm probably gonna go in that direction.
Big W.
There's no real. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Marvin Jones, and I think I can grab Evan Ingram with my next pick, so I can grab a build out a little bit backdoor.
I just saw Ron's comment.
Danny's a
let's speed up on some of these comments while we're waiting for our picks. Let's smash these comments out.
Oh yeah, let's
Marvin, in my home league, running backs fly off the board like crazy. Is Joe Mix? No.
If running backs fly off the board like crazy, I would highly suggest you go and watch our 0 RB video, our hero RB video, anything that we kind of break down strategy of like a league format similar to what you kind of just broke down. Because when running backs fly off the board, it makes it an optimal environment to deploy strategies like that because everybody's thinking one way, you're thinking the other, and you get the advantage that way.
Yeah, and Bryson, I see your next comment on the counter to that. He finishes an RB1 with complete access to the goal line.
Right.
If the team is worried about his fumbling issues, worried about his vision issues, worried about his short yardage issues, bringing in a running back like Brian Robinson, a 23-year-old tone-setting running back, big program, good character, no fumbling issues. I'm worried about how Gibson has a path to not only being an RB1, but an actual difference-making type of RB1. I just don't really see that in his range of outcomes. So he just screams dead zone running back to me. And at that point, I'm an opportunity cost merchant in best ball. If Brian Robinson is getting that short yardage work, I would much rather a 14th round Brian Robinson than a 7th round Antonio Gibson. So it's just a philosophy for me. Also, I'm back on the clock here. Let me just check the board. Any running backs worth it here? I don't mind JD McKissick. I might just smash JD McKissick. Yeah.
Cousins at a first for Josh Allen and a fourth.
What?
He's fucking around, I think. You got to be fucking around at least. Sutton over AJ
around.
Brown. Why?
Oh.
I couldn't tell you, Slasher.
Wait.
No idea why that would be a good case.
I forgot I had fucking Brian Robinson on the team. Whatever. To be fair, they're both going to pay off in different ways anyways.
Oh, you have McKissick and
Robinson.
Robinson.
That's an archetype I actually don't hate because like they are going to pay off in different ways. Also, I'm back on the clock here. I am struggling. Let me just I just did that to pick. Holy fuck, I was running out of time. Weird when you're double fisting drafts.
Yeah, you should probably not do that. So I'm coming up on the clock here soon. How many more? You grab another running back with this build? Probably, right?
With you?
Yeah, I got Jacobs, Kareem Hunt, Kenneth Walker, Alex Madison, James Robinson. Yeah, I probably need another running back. Hopefully, McKissick would have been a great fucking piece for my backfield. But, of course, Danny had to snipe him. Hopefully, Darrell Williams falls to me here. I can grab another pass.
By the way, Ron already made fun of me liking old dusty wide receivers. I'm going to wait for him to harp on me for drafting 2 running backs in the same backfield.
Yeah. So looking at my team right now, I got Prescott. I got Lawrence as my top 2 quarterbacks there. I got a dusty old 0 RB for you freak shows out there. Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, AJ Brown, Deontay Johnson, Jerry Jeudy. For the most part, like I'm not drafting another wide receiver. Those guys are going to make up most of my weeks at the wide receiver position. There's really no reason for me to throw any more late round dart throws on when I spent my first 5 picks on wide receivers. So I'm going to probably grab Evan Ingram, hopefully with my next pick here. I might grab another tight end because I don't really like having Evan Ingram as my second tight end. Probably want to grab another one after that. And Evan Ingram's not even on the board. So somebody's a sicko and took Evan Ingram from me. And not even Austin Hooper is on the board. So that's kind of disgusting.
Wait, that's cringe.
I guess I'm going to grab Noah Fant, like 20 picks below ADP. I mean...
Logan Thomas went before Noah Fant.
Ew, yeah. See, the thing about Noah Fant, I think why he's sliding is because he was playing in the first preseason game, and Will Dissly got the night off.
Oh.
So, I mean...
Will Dissly's also fucking, played 5 games in the last 3 years. I'm not moved.
Yeah, I'm not either, but, Pete Carroll's got a weird fetish with Will Dissly, so I don't know.
Why did I go Ryan Tannehill? I panicked.
Yeah, that was a panic pick for sure. Let's rip through some questions here. We got... Diggs or Adams pick 7 half point.
You already asked this.
Yeah.
Follow up on it.
Yeah, we'll say Adams for the keeper and for redraft.
Do they have Happy Dad here?
I don't know, maybe.
W.
Gibson should be in the McKissick role. He definitely should be, but the bottom line is McKissick is probably better at that role than he is.
To Caden, just put Brian Robinson on the block.
If you have 0 RB, how can you have running backs? Big facts. Big facts.
Yo, you owned us. I'm not gonna lie.
That trade had to be Twitter crap. Yeah, was you got by a fake Schefter account probably.
Yeah, 100%.
At least they got to make them believable. I've got B-Rob in 3 of my 4 leagues. Nice stash there.
Elaborate,
I just
Bryson.
Don't see the dots and hype. What about him don't you like? The fact that he separates at will or he catches everything?
Braden's comment.
Bush drives. I actually do. This is a full-on fact. I drive like 30 minutes out of my way to get soup on like lunch when I'm working during the day. So you can rip through some of them.
Yeah.
I gotta make a pick here in a second.
Let me know when I'm on the clock.
I'm gonna grab Will Fuller here.
Let's get it smooth. Hopefully. Yo, boys, what's up, Ethan? Let's go. Danny is now a dusty old wide receiver merchant. Literally. That's my guy, Ronald. Ronald, wait, where'd he go? Fuck. Am I trolling?
You might be trolling slightly.
Where is it?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, popping for 3 minutes. Danny's already pumping up. Literally. Hey, Ron, tell me Marvin Jones is not a value on Underdog with
I find it hilarious that I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time that Ron's heard us pump up Marvin Jones as like a good sleeper type of wide receiver.
Dude, well, why am I a Marvin Jones truther? I don't know. Okay. Ron in the hose, yes, sir. It's the last year of the keeper format.
Yeah,
if this is the last year, go Adams. No, not Dalvin. No.
Yeah, do not do Dalvin.
The thing you were talking about with Ryan Robinson also applies to Kamara at the 1-2 turn, right? Okay. Exactly. The only reason I'm more willing to take Kamara there is that not a lot of teams are going to have a textured Kelsey and Kamara build. If I'm taking, a player that was also going in the 2-3 turn area like Kamara was. So if I was taking, I don't know what other,
Barkley.
If I was taking Barkley and Kamara at the 2-3 turn a few months ago, I'm less likely to do that at the 1-2 turn now because of the game theory perspective. However, a lot less teams are going to have structures with Kelsey and Kamara built together because Kelsey hasn't really seen his ADP touch. Kelsey's been a top 15 pick realistically all offseason. So not many teams in general are going to have that Kamara and Kelsey build. So while I agree again with Kamara, a lot of teams in theory are going to have 3rd round Kamara as opposed to the 2nd round Kamara that I took him. They're not going to have him paired with Kelsey quite often.
Right, and you're on the clock right now,
yep.
So I'll slide down and go through some questions here. Rip Battery X. Danny Vincenti, very Italian name. There. Is it a 10-man or 12-man league, Sean?
Kendrick Bourne.
What is this production? Good Lord. Yeah, big facts. They are missing me. Quick audible. Yeah, big facts. Quick audible there. For 0 RBs, I'm adding Ty Montgomery. However, he's not yet designated as a running back, but I think he will. Yeah, is he not actually designated as a running back on most apps on here?
That's cringe if not.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit because he is going to be I probably shouldn't have drafted another wide receiver. I drafted Will Fuller. That was probably a stupid idea.
I'm drafting AJ Green. No, David Bell's available. I'll get a David Bell share. Yeah, I can't talk about AJ Green and Marvin Jones in the same fucking stream because Ron's going to make fun of me.
So speaking to the point that we kind of already talked about, but to the opposite end of the spectrum, Ronald Jones is still on the board. On the off chance that he doesn't get cut by the Chiefs.
Did he just wait?
He's
was he
still
on the
there.
board? I didn't even...
He's still there. Danny's just throwing his microphone right now. Ronald Jones still being on the board makes me want to go with him just because
18th round.
It's the 18th round, man. Like if Ronald Jones,
if he's cut and he's an Eagle tomorrow, you're killing.
Or not even just that. Like if he's still on the Chiefs, like if he just doesn't get cut and he gets some valuable work, then I'm golden. I got a fucking 6-round discount from where he was going when everybody thought he was going to be like this year's James Conner.
Yep. Also, I agree with that, Daniel. Wait, side note, I was the one who compared him to this year's James Conner.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
You guys can hear me, right? Nothing unplugged because I kind of tilted my mic down by accident.
You're good, I think.
All right. Have a dynasty startup draft soon. Lots of redraft players have 11 spot. If I can get Kyler, Lamar Jackson. Yes. What? Yes. Smash that value all day, Danny. Let's go, brother. I think Ty Montgomery is a decent 18th round dart throw.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft him in like a standard managed league though. I think he's a little too deep in that format.
I would also take Khalil Herbert over Ty Montgomery.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't even be close.
Yeah, I love Khalil Herbert, but I mean, I don't mind him 18th round. Jalen Waddle or Mike Williams, I would take Jalen Waddle there, Marvin.
Yeah, it's pretty close for me, but I would also check Jalen Waddle.
What's up, guys? What's up, Henry? Nice seeing you in the chat. Full PPR redraft, Brandon Cooks or Marquise Brown. Give me Marquise Brown there. Access to a higher ceiling. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so we're on the board with pick 180, with pick 213.
Take him.
And Ronald Jones on the board. He was a 187 ADP. He's my very last pick of the draft. He was like borderline undrafted. So I will take him at that point in the draft.
Yep. 10-team start, 11 dynasty startup. 101 took Josh Allen, traded 210 and 301 for the 110 trade Lance in the 710. Thoughts? Probably a little too much for me. That's close. Like if Russell Wilson's at the 210, like if a starting quarterback like that's at the 210, it's a little bit too much. But I mean, yeah, no, you can make it work because what? It's like Trey Lance and what's that 710? Like you'd be hoping for Chris Olave.
Yeah, you're probably looking more at like those rookie wide receivers.
Yeah,
Sky Moore, Chris Olave.
And then 210, 301, you're probably looking at like Russ and T. Higgins.
Yeah, I'm gonna finick with the camera real quick.
Yeah. Danny, you told me not to trade for Edmonds. What's the knock on him? I just don't want to give up a second round pick for a spot gap type of running back like Edmonds. I'm sure you can agree with that, Corey.
What?
Yeah. So Corey Van was saying like a 2023 second for Chase Edmonds, and realistically with him, I don't like trading for a stopgap type of running back with a liquid capital like that. Is the camera working?
I think the camera might be good to go. I might have just
check it.
overheated a little bit because it's been on for like a long ass time, because before we actually went live, it actually took us forever to get this thing going. So we'll see if she's good to go. All right. So the draft is over. Let's here, can I get the mouse here? Let's go over to the draft here. Best Ball Mania 3. I'm gonna go show my team. I got
show mine after.
Yeah,
too.
I'll show yours as well. Go view full draft. So my team, again, you guys can see there, Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence. It's hard for us while we're on stream to like think about week 17 correlation. Who do the Cowboys play in week 17?
Titans.
Titans. Okay. I do not think I have any Titans on my team. And Jags?
Jags play a cupcake. It's Jags Texans.
Jags Texans. Okay, so not a lot of week 17 correlation there, but
it's not that big
yeah,
of a deal.
we'll see what it's going there. Like that receiver core is absolutely
keep in mind, it's tougher to like, especially on a duo screen, especially when we're drafting on our phones. It's tougher to keep that in mind.
Yeah, literally.
Especially when I was double fisting drafts, by the way, underrated aspect. You guys should shout me out in the chat because of that.
Yeah, facts. Okay, so I'm gonna rip another one.
Yeah, wait for me.
Again, so if you guys in the audience here, you want to get in here,
you enter first this time.
I will enter first, and we'll get another one going here. All right, so we got 9 people remaining to get into the draft here. Let's I gotta shout out the full screen setup here. Let's see what the full screen setup looks like. And I'm gonna walk right up to the camera and show you what this thing looks like. This thing's some real clear shit. You guys can see up close right now. It looks pretty fucking dope. So all right, so let's get this draft going here. We are waiting for 8 people. Again, feel free to file these in.
Here, okay. Go up to the comments because we missed a couple. RBBC, read me the 101.
Yeah.
We're gonna be, by the way, for that next stream. So obviously we're doing the Underdog streams now at 7 o'clock. We will be live back to do. We're gonna be tight on time, but we're gonna be doing a stream for our listener league draft.
We can order Uber Eats or some shit. Who gives
fuck
a fuck?
It, we'll figure it out. And then from there, like literally the draft starts at 7:30, the stream starts at 7. So we will do, some suspense, build up the draft, see what the guys are thinking. And ultimately we'll be randomizing the draft order on stream. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And also we're going to try, I don't know if we're going to 100% do this or not, but we're going to try and do a stream tomorrow morning as well. So if you guys want to join us for a little Sunday morning, get your coffee ready or whatever, 9 a.m. or so Eastern time, we'll probably try and rip a stream before we have to check out as well, because we do want to, you guys see how much is in our account. We're trying to drain our accounts of Best Ball Mania right now while we're in Buffalo. And I want to only do fast drafts personally, because I don't want to have to do slow drafts and, wait for picks and all that kind of stuff. I want to get all my account drained on fast drafts if I can. So that's what we'll be up to for the rest of the day, pretty much, is doing drafts. RBBC. Third quarter, and Ronald Jones finally checks into the game. Yeah, it's not looking good. If he gets cut from the Chiefs, 18th round Ronald Jones, maybe he goes to a different situation, get some valuable touches there. I'm sure if he went to the Falcons, he might be the starting running back right away. If he went to, a couple other teams, he might get some valuable work there as well. So not terrible.
Yep. Okay. When you got, why are you guys saying take Adams over Cook? You can feast on wide receiver later. Just my opinion.
You can't feast on wide receivers like Adams later. That's a relatively correct point, I would say. But I would say, Adams. You ain't finding Adams anywhere remotely close later in the draft.
Agreed. And then obviously with Cook, we've outlined on a few videos why we have concerns over a guy like Dalvin Cook.
Oh, I get the 101. Let's go.
What pick am I?
You are picking 110 right in the Fletsky spot.
I'm gonna cringe, bro.
But at least it's nice though that we're not picking near each other,
Facts.
so we can not focus on the same stacks and shit like that. I don't know if any of the fellas got in here. I'm looking for like Bryson or anybody in here. I don't think I see anybody. Anyways, we are on here. I'm high on the Vikings offense. Yeah, I'm also high on the Vikings offense, but more so the passing game. Dalvin due for positive touchdown regression. I mean, I've heard that argument before. I think it's probably somewhat valid based on his workload. And I think if Dalvin gets there and we're like wrong about where if he's like a top 5 running back this year, it probably will be based on, touchdowns, I think. But I do think the efficiency could be also why he didn't have the same level of touchdown production that he's had in years past. Is because, maybe he wasn't quite the same player last year. But again, we'll have to, wait and see on that. I'm cool if anybody wants to take Dalvin Cook in the top 8. I'm just personally not doing it myself. And, that's why we have a YouTube channel. We're sharing what we would do, not necessarily what we're telling you guys to do. If you don't want to fade Dalvin, by all means, don't fade Dalvin.
Yeah, exactly. Who did you take, JT or?
I guess I got auto pick JT. I wasn't even paying attention.
Respectable.
But I'm cool with JT. This fucker got Christian McCaffrey at 105.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
I'll leave the screen like this for the first round or so, and then I'll flip it to the draft board once there's like more picks on the board. The hotel vibes. I'm actually hopefully our like connection's good. We're on hotel Wi-Fi, which was something I was very concerned about coming here. I was like, man, I really hope this is not spotty Wi-Fi, but I think it's been pretty good so far. So
yeah, we paid a little bit for the premium. You had to do the stream some service. So
yeah, I did have to pay an extra $5.
I mean, at the end of the day, we got it in super chat back anyway.
Yeah, facts. Somebody's super chat. I can't remember.
Yeah, $4.99.
Yeah, $4.99 super chat.
Respect.
Hit up a razor bush. Yeah, no, I honestly, I'm just wanting to see what it looked like grown out. And I'm probably gonna shave it pretty soon. So
side note, just made my pick in our draft. Got the boy Devontae Adams. 110 overall. I mean, people are going to say that's about where he should go. He's my 106. So anytime I can get him after 106, anytime I can get him at the back end of the first round, I am smashing all that Devontae Adams. So
camera's over.
See it.
Back to a pivot.
I kind of like the.
Yeah, we got another pivot here. Yeah, I think I gotta let the camera just like not be overheated. That's probably why. Anyways, hit up a razor. Yeah, facts. How do I get in this draft?
You have to queue when we give you guys the heads up. So.
Our bad for not calling that out a little sooner, but Sunday morning biscuits and gravy with a side of FSE.
That's a go.
Dude, are you having biscuits and gravy
Big
for
pog.
breakfast? That sounds fucking unreal.
Big pog.
We have I think we have a complimentary breakfast here, so we might be eating on stream. We'll try and not be disgusting. Yeah, we'll not be disgusting about it, but we might have some food around us tomorrow morning. Also new to Underdog, did a few drafts with your code. How does draft order work? Is it randomized? I literally got a late pick in 5 drafts I entered.
It's randomized.
Unfortunately, it is randomized. So you gotta, pray to the fantasy gods that you get some high picks.
Trey, give me George Pickens. Even though Marquez Valdes-Scantling goes before George Pickens, I would just rather bet on the young, talented player than the one with MVS. Yeah, people are going to point to the contract. People are going to point to the deep play potential, but we know what he is by now. He's a volatile deep threat that's probably going to max out at, 4 targets a game? Maybe put you, 2 for 60 and maybe a touchdown on a week-to-week basis. At least with George Pickens, you have the upside that he can develop into the number 2 in that Steelers offense. Develop into, like he reminds me a lot of Michael Gallup. If we're talking about it right now, who would you rather have in fantasy? Michael Gallup, a healthy Michael Gallup, or Marcus Valdes-Scantling? It's really no close for me. Give me George Pickens because, obviously with the Steelers, it's a bad situation, but you bet on talented players at that point.
Yeah, Danny had a stroke mid-sentence.
Sorry, I did have a stroke, honestly. I think I was choking on the bubbly.
Yeah,
we're
mucking socialites right now at the same time.
Yeah.
Brock, what's up? Just hopped in. How did the draft go? Went pretty well.
Going well.
I would say whoever I can't remember the guy's name in the draft, but he sniped.
Latoni.
No, the guy that sniped me like 300 fucking times.
Baba Ganoush or something like that.
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. That's it. Sorry, not Baba Ganoush.
I just feel like you can find better value of wide receiver class round 3 to 4. I disagree. I think once you pass, I agree with like ideally you want to get your running backs early, but
this year specifically,
it's more so about what running backs you're talking, right? Because if you're talking, Dalvin Cook, who I have question marks about, versus Devontae Adams, who I don't, then I'm gonna go with Devontae Adams there. So I'm gonna grab Leonard Fournette here. I'm gonna start off with a 2 running back start. I got Jonathan Taylor and Leonard Fournette as like my anchor guys here. I don't get a ton of Tyreek, so I'm actually going to grab him here.
I dig it. Here. What pick are we at now? Because I'm probably wrapped.
We're on 25, so I'm
picking late on both fucking drafts.
So you guys can see here. Yeah, so looking at the board, Pittman, man, we're seeing this guy's ADP just fucking skyrocket. He's going in the second round in like every draft we've done.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, same with Barkley too, man. Barkley's back into the top 15 where he fucking belongs. But
I took him.
Pretty wild.
Wait, I took him, right? Yeah, I took him.
Yeah.
So I paired him with Adams and Barkley, and obviously again, I talk about the game theory perspective. I just took Alvin Kamara last draft, this draft Saquon Barkley, but the only way I'm willing to do it is if the players that I'm pairing them with haven't seen a meteoric change in their value. So with Devontae Adams, he's been going around the 9 to 12 spot for a while now. So realistically, if you're talking again, game theory perspective, how many teams are going to have that pairing of Devontae Adams and Saquon Barkley earlier in the offseason? Probably not too many. So if I'm going to reach on one from a textural standpoint, I'm going to pair them with one that hasn't been paired with them often, with Devontae Adams and Saquon Barkley represents.
Right, for sure. So we got Week 17 matchups: Colts, Giants,
yep.
And then we got Fournette against the Panthers.
Yep.
Buccaneers, Panthers, and then Miami's against
Miami. Miami plays the Patriots.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh my God! Please,
keep those in mind here.
Rock Roller, if you're in the chat, do the right thing. Rock Roller, if you're in the chat, do the right thing.
DJ Moore's off the board already.
No. There's one name, bro. Rock Roller, if you're the
Oh, you want Keenan Allen?
Yeah, bro. 310 Keenan Allen, man. Are we joking?
Yeah, Barkley, Adams, Keenan Allen. That is pretty lethal.
Oof. I will take that, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Casuals are letting Devontae fall into the early second. It's actually
crazy.
Insane. Yeah, it is pretty wild. I'm the one who got CMC. Wasn't watching you guys, but saw your name and recognized it from YouTube. All right, we love to see it.
Appreciate that.
Popped in here and hopped in. So Derek, let me look at his team real quick. He got 105 Christian McCaffrey, so you can say thank you to the fantasy gods right now. And then he kicked it off there with Mike Evans.
Your team's phenomenal.
Yeah, Mike Evans and T. Higgins there, also a pretty good start to the draft.
That underrated cross correlation for him too. Gotta respect.
Yeah,
it.
you got McCaffrey and Evans in the Week 17 matchup there too.
Yep.
Bro, I've done 13 drafts and I've gotten the 112 4 times and no top 3 picks. Yeah, my spoiled ass has like 20% exposure to Christian McCaffrey. So that's dope. The M in MVS stands for mid. Hey, welcome, Derek. What up?
What up?
Thanks. Last question. Full PPR redraft. Bateman or Mooney?
Bateman.
I mean, full PPR makes it closer because Mooney got a lot of targets last year, and I think he's going to be a big time volume hog this year. But I will still take Bateman there. I think the upside of Bateman, what we saw from him last year, and the player that he was coming out of Minnesota, I'm cool going Bateman there.
I'm really liking my fucking team right now. I'll tell you that.
You just take ETN?
Of course.
Yeah, so you got Barkley, ETN, Adams, and Keenan Allen. Yeah, looking like a pretty solid squad there.
I'm digging it. Bills Mafia, baby. Yes, sir. We're representing the Buffalo for you.
Fact.
Amherst. We're in Amherst right now.
Yeah, we're at like a home to suite in Amherst, Buffalo right now.
Yep.
This is the best top 5 at wide receiver we have seen in a long time since AB and Julio and Odell
mid-2010s drafts, bro. Oh, my God. Like all 5 of those guys were going in the first round back then, as it should be. I mean, if you have dominant alpha wide receivers that can command 170 targets, guess what? Running back is becoming redundant in the NFL for a reason. So betting on, the elite,
they're all in good offenses too. Like, who's in the worst offense?
Out of
Jefferson, Adams
this year?
Out of the top 5 wide receivers, Jefferson and Adams are in the worst offenses.
Jefferson, yeah.
Like the Bengals, the Bills,
that's
and
fair.
The Rams, like they're all in
even
great
if you want to add fucking top 6. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's on the Cowboys too.
Fucking Mike Evans is on the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Just kind of goes to show you targeting the number 1 weapon on a good offense is a good plan. Good plan
there. Just did my 10-man home league draft, full PPR at the 7 in this order. This is my team. So you got Jefferson at 7, which is absurd.
Wow.
Looks like you got Kelsey in the 2nd round. Aaron, wait, where did you get Barkley in the 4th fucking round?
Yeah, dude. count your money now because you're gonna be running train on that league.
Yeah, that's a great team, great looking team there, and it looks like and we kind of talked about this yesterday when we talked about Breece Hall is a guy that I'm like fading in the mid rounds. When you have a team like this, when you have Aaron Jones, Barkley ahead of him on the depth chart on your fantasy
that's
team,
what,
you can
7th round.
you can afford to take a swing on a guy like Breece Hall at that point in time. I was kind of pointing to in more shallower league formats, I'm out on Breece Hall, but in this type of league, definitely in on that. Deontay Johnson is probably going to be my pick here. Just looking at my
maybe a little. I didn't see the cue to enter the draft. Yeah, so basically, when we click the enter, you're gonna have to click. You're gonna have to follow us. So when you see us click enter, you try to click enter and get into the draft if you can, because it will fill up very fast. Obviously, with Underdog, a lot of users on the profile or on the platform.
Who do the Ravens play in Week 17?
Ravens play the Steelers.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm doing it. I just grabbed Deontay Johnson. I'm going to grab the correlation with Lamar.
Yeah, let's go.
Lamar Jackson. I don't get a ton of Lamar Jackson on here.
Thoughts and prayers to me on the hope that Justin Herbert somehow falls to my next pick.
I got to wait 21 picks for Rashad Bateman, so that might not have been a smart idea.
Hey, thoughts and prayers. Justin Herbert, make it happen. 6 picks. Just need to go 6 picks with Justin Herbert. Please.
Well, nobody in front of you has a quarterback, so it's not.
That's why I'm nervous.
Does anybody have Mike Williams in front of you?
Oh, that could be the case.
Or Eckler.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen, but I mean, it is wishful thinking. Also, not to mention, I mean, I don't mind mixing in a Patrick Mahomes on this team. Please.
Yeah, we're seeing Godwin climb back up in the ADP for sure.
Eckler guy's going to take him.
All right, so like this page as well. Yeah, if you guys haven't hit the like button on the stream yet, go ahead and do that. And if you're new around here too, I'm not really sure. I'd be curious to know how often new subscribers are coming on from live streams. I feel like for the most part, it's returning guys like, many of you guys in the chat that have been following for a while. But if you are new to the channel and you enjoying the content or whatever, by all means, hit the subscribe button as well. I've got that 23% ETN exposure. You'd love to see that. You just got sniped on Justin Herbert.
I'm taking Mahomes if he falls. I don't care.
Yeah, Mahomes not a bad pick there.
Is Kyler here too? Oh.
Yeah, Kyler's there as well.
I could backdoor
is Marquise?
I could backdoor Zach Ertz and Hopkins maybe.
The RBs were all super old in the early 2010s. 2023 will redefine fantasy like 2017 did with all those running backs. I'm not going to go that far because that 2017 class was just so absurdly deep, as well as like the top end talent, like the Fournette, McCaffrey types and Kamara and Cook. Like we knew those guys were going to be great, but we didn't expect Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, and all those other guys to come out of the woodworks and produce RB1 seasons the way that they did. So I would say on the precipice, I think the high-end guys could, potentially reach that 2017 level, but I don't think we're going to get the depth that we got out of the 2017 class. I think that was just – I don't know if we're ever going to see that again, legitimately. Also, that was actually insane.
I just took DK, thought about Bateman, but I obviously with your Lamar, I left him.
Yeah.
And game theory again here. I thought about Mahomes, but I mean, realistically, I can just get like Trey Lance in a couple rounds. These guys both have tight ends. So realistically, like if they take George Kittle, they're torching their own cash. So I'm just going to hope George Kittle falls back to me. And Rashad Bateman to go on the turn, by the way.
Damn it. Dude, he actually almost made it back. There was like 22 picks between me, and he went like 11 picks after. So, I mean, not bad.
Solid, yeah.
Mid-2000s. Welcome to Western New York, boys. What's up?
Appreciate that.
You just need that elite Devin Duvernay, Lamar stack. Danny's just knocking the fucking table around on me. Scroll board. We can't see round 5. True. My bad.
Yep. We're good now.
Fuck. So we got OGs stand up. Yeah, Brian's an OG. I think Brian's in like fucking 7 listener leagues with us, so he's definitely an OG.
It feels like it.
Make sure you guys hit the like button and some of the best content out here. We really appreciate
that, brother.
August prediction. Who gets Bryce Young, Seattle or Atlanta? I'm going to go with none of the above.
Houston.
I was literally just about to say, I think Davis Mills goes the way of Gardner Minshew, and Houston has the first overall pick.
They're only like $2 each now. Buffalo Wild Wings is $2 a wing.
Really?
Interesting.
You guys going for Buffalo Wings after they're only? Yeah, dude, we're in Buffalo. We could be throwing if we don't get Buffalo Wild Wing. We could also just order it too. We don't need to actually go there.
No, what? This guy just took a naked fucking Trey Lance in the 6th round after I fucking passed after I got Kittle.
True.
I'm cringing. Why are people just cucks, man?
Have we announced that we're going to Dallas?
Oh yeah, if we haven't, then we could do that now, obviously.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know this, we're actually going to Cowboys Buccaneers week 1 Sunday Night Football. So we're going to be there, hopefully with more camera battery this time. But we're going to be there doing basically the exact same thing that we're doing now. Sunday morning live stream in week 1. We'll be live from our hotel room in Dallas because we're going to be watching Red Zone all day and Buccaneers Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. So we're going to be there for that game. So that's going to be super dope for week 1. Our Patreon live stream, for those of you guys in the chat right now that are Patreons or patrons, I always fuck that up. We're going to be doing our patron live stream probably on the Friday night instead of the Saturday afternoon because we'll be on a plane during the Saturday afternoon. So that first patron live stream will be Friday night instead of the Saturday for anybody that's a patron in here. So I'm back on the clock here. Okay, so my team, I kind of like my team, to be honest. I got Lamar.
I love my team right now.
I probably need to hammer a wide receiver here, but I don't love the value at the moment.
But by the way, what do we think that Seattle's going to do at quarterback this year? Like, do you think they stick with Drew Lock or Geno Smith throughout the year?
Geno, man. So I'm going to hammer 2 wide receivers here. Do you have Kyler?
I was going to, but
I grabbed D-Hop. So I grabbed D-Hop and Devontae Smith here at the turn. So I needed some wide receiver talent on my team.
I thought about it, but then I thought, like, the positional edge, I wanted George Kittle. And I was hoping Trey Lance fell back to me. And this guy just randomly took a naked Trey Lance way before ADP. Also, he picks before me. I was going to go with fucking Brandon Ayuk on the way back, but Brandon Ayuk probably just went too, knowing this draft for him.
Yeah, when we were in Panera earlier,
Brandon Ayuk just go.
I found a way to land Devontae Adams 5 picks past ADP, Darren Waller 8 picks past ADP, and Josh Jacobs in the mid 80s.
That's crazy.
And somebody picked Derek Carr fucking 25 picks ahead of ADP when I had literally every other Raiders piece. And I was stunned. I was like, I can't believe this guy just took Derek Carr in the 80s. He goes in fucking 110 or some shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Nate, been an OG, listening since week 1 of 2020. Love to see it. I'm assuming Nate, if he's been listening week 1 of 2020, it was probably the sleeper video that brought him on then, because that video is still the highest viewed video on our channel,
which is so crazy because I mean we're at about almost 13,000 subscribers now, and we made that video. You made that video at 250?
Yeah, we had like 200. We had like 200 subscribers when I made that video.
Pretty nuts.
So. Kittle more than 2 rounds.
I love it.
Yeah. If you get Kittle that further after Waller, I have Waller straight up rated over Kittle, but I think they typically go around the same range of the draft. So if you can get Kittle that much further down, it's definitely blessed.
I will take it all day. We are eyeing a nice little specific wide receiver, and Kadarius Toney falling here. I love it. Yeah, every fucking video I see is Kenny Galladay looking like an absolute fucking. We were talking about old stiff wide receivers with Ron. Oof. I'd make the argument that Marvin Jones is looking cleaner right now than freaking Kenny Galladay has been. So yeah, give me all the Kadarius Toney, the guy that was commanding a ridiculous target rate, went on the field last year. So 7th round, 8th round, yeah, sign me up.
Kenny Galladay is like, they should put
he
someone
sucks.
should edit a the Gatorade thing on 2K when you have like no energy.
Yeah,
someone should edit like the Gatorade little logo beside him, because that guy looks like he's running in mud.
Dude, he reminds me of like that the grandma that's like, I've fallen, I can't get up. That's what he reminds me of. Guy's just stiff as bricks.
I think the Bears are going to end up with a first pick. That their roster's absolute dog water. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be as that bad. I think they're going to have a top 5 pick, and I think it's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba come on down. Like I think that's what's going to happen with the Bears.
You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Russell Wilson this far past ADP is pretty decent. By the way, whoever gets him. I've warmed up on Russ a little bit. I think he should be going in that Stafford, Dak.
He's also a lot better. I would say he's a better in best ball type of quarterback too, because we know he has been more of the spike week type of quarterback than the consistency factor.
Yep. Live 10 minutes from Amherst. Let's go Rage. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to get up early tomorrow. It's just more of like a business trip. If we were going to a game and tailgating tomorrow, I would definitely say we'll come meet up or whatever. We might go to a Bills game at some point during the season.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to mix something in. That'll be fun.
We'll figure something out.
Cowboys Bucks. Yeah, you guys will see a lot more predictions going into that, a lot more hype going into that. But all I'm gonna say is I'm taking my boys in blue.
Yeah, it's spicy out saying I'm still seeing if I can drive up that Saturday. That'd be fucking dope.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
You should go to Texas for week 1, but you go to the Colts Texans.
Jonathan Taylor's gonna run for 400 yards.
Ew, dude, Colts Texans. That's the grossest week 1 game I've ever heard. That is the most week 1 sounding. I'm surprised it's not Thursday night football in week 2.
That game's gonna be 20-16. the Colts are just gonna grind the clock.
It
on
might be
them.
20-0 after the second quarter, and then like garbage time, Davis Mills to like
Brandon Cooks
Brandon
and
Cooks
Nico
stuff.
Collins.
Yeah.
Oh
Nico
no, Brevin Jordan.
Yeah, Nico Collins strikes me as like a week 1 darling for sure.
Yeah. Former Michigan boy.
Thinking about going to game 1 in Dallas as well. Yeah. By all means,
Let's go.
reach. We'll meet up.
Meet up.
I love the Geno tank strategy. It's honestly smart. Yeah, it is. It is. And I mean, for what it's worth, all I'm saying is DK Metcalf was actually better with Geno Smith than he was with Russell Wilson last year.
Just saying.
So yeah, fucking Antonio Gibson's ADP is in the absolute dirt that he's on the board right now.
This is where he should be going.
Oh, he should be. I think Christian Kirk's a little bit of a tier break here at wide receiver, so I'm gonna grab him.
Sky Moore.
Yeah,
I would take Sky Moore over Christian Kirk.
I like that as well. Okay, what did I say my matchups were? Giants, Panthers,
Giants play the
Steelers.
Colts.
Where's Pickens going? Is he going around?
Pickens is later.
Yeah,
Pickens is round.
Nothing really on the board at running back that I love. I'm gonna grab Sky. I'm gonna grab. Fuck him.
I need Derek Carr on the
Shit
team,
in
by the
bed
way.
right now. I'm grabbing Sky Moore. I'll grab Sky Moore.
I'm grabbing Derek Carr with my next pick because I got a lot of Rangers 49ers correlation in week 17.
Yeah. Did you say Rangers?
Raiders.
Hockey.
Kitchener Rangers.
Yeah, boy, bro, he knew his team was dead and said he was taking you with me. The fact that that video was in fact the first video I saw from the channel. Yep, that's big facts. Was anybody around before that video?
Yeah,
anyway, you're a true OG because I know. I mean, guys like Darrell were around before that.
There's
a couple guys that
if I see their names, I'd know them.
There's a couple guys that pop up during the regular season that I know have been around since before that video, and Darrell's the first one that comes to my mind.
Darrell, there's a few, man. I remember Crocamon was like one of their first.
Yeah, he was
that's
around
crazy.
before then as well. Kenny Galladay got the bug and
For real.
got the bag, got the bug,
the bug,
got the money bug, and said, "Fuck this shit." I might like literally have to put in an order to Buffalo Wild Wings because now all I can think about is Buffalo Wild Wings.
We getting buff? Let's go.
I've never actually had it too. I've never had Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, we're getting buff.
Yeah,
we're getting buff.
Like we have Wild Wing in Canada.
We have buff too.
It's not Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, we do. We got Buffalo Wild Wings.
Do we?
Yes.
Okay, maybe they have it in the Hammer. We don't have
tripping.
it in KW though.
You tripping? Buffalo Wild Wings slaps.
Full PPR redraft league. I have Josh Allen, so I'm looking to trade for Gabe Davis for the stack. Should I trade Ayuk and Melvin Gordon for Gabe Davis?
No.
It's his redraft.
Yeah, I'm still not willing to do that.
I'm more willing to do that in redraft.
Then then Dynasty, of course, but I still don't want to do it. Also, did fucking Traylon Burks? Oh, fucking Nuggets.
I don't think it's outrageous. Honestly, I'm cool making that trade. If you can handle losing the depth, especially if it's like more of a shallow type league where you don't need to start like 3 wide receivers and 2 flexes or something, I'm cool making that type of move. I think Davis has more of like a 5th, 6th round ADP on Underdog, and then Ayuk is more like a 7th, 8th round pick, and then Gordon's like a 10th round pick. So I'm cool making that swap.
Bush, you want to see something disrespectful?
What's that? What?
Yeah, you'll see.
I got to move down on the clock here.
Look who I just took over Gibson.
You just took Devin Singletary over Gibson. Oof,
yes.
That is ridiculous.
Why?
I mean, at this point in the draft, I don't like Gibson either, guys. Like, let's be honest here. But we're in like the 9th round. Like, we're not in the dead zone anymore.
Okay.
Like, this is the 9th round. You can take
but
Gibson
if we're getting limited workload running backs, give me the one on the Bills over the one on the Washington.
I don't know. I think it's the hate's gone a little too far in Gibson in this draft.
I'll take Singletary over him.
I think Gibson should be off the board.
I'll take Cook over him too.
Like we're taking Miles Sanders and Damian Pierce over him.
Okay, I hate both. I don't mind Pierce, but I hate both those running backs at their cost. But yeah, you guys can roast me in the comments for that one.
Dude, you know the Bears. They'll take Will Anderson and continue. All big facts. Yeah. To be fair, Will Anderson's a fucking menace. Have you seen this? Have you seen this kid? Will Anderson, this Alabama.
He's amazing.
He's so fucking good, man.
Bush, I watch college football.
I know. I saw somebody breaking down his film on like Twitter, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Dude,
he's like Chase Young.
He's like you know how good Hutchinson was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Anderson was like plenty better.
Is he as good as Chase Young was coming out?
Better
than Chase.
Better.
Chase Young was a dominant at Ohio State as far
as in Will Anderson's plus 1 year, he was probably the best player in college football.
Yeah.
Period. Like I want to say he had like 25 or 30 tackles for loss, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like,
I went 0 RB in my BBM 3 today. Took Gibson in round 9 before today's game, and I think I still hate it. Like, I'm with you. I think I still hate it also, but in round 9, I'm okay going after Gibson there because
he just went round 10 here.
Projectable volume-wise around the guys that were going there, I think he's at least comparable.
Yeah, this guy got him 20 picks after ADP.
B-dubs, mango, habanero, smacks so goddamn hard.
Hard.
He said hard.
Hard. Started watching July 2021, saw on an episode of Dynasty Sisters, thought it was dope.
Really,
Appreciate
Brock?
that.
I
Let's
figured
go.
you would have been around a bit longer than that, to be honest.
I respect it though.
I guess you've just been loud for the last year.
No way. Get Duffs or Anchor Bar for wings in Buffalo, bros. Bet.
True. Okay.
Well,
I don't know if
screenshot
the problem is that we don't have time to like go out there because the listener league draft starts in like an hour. So,
Facts.
and there is like literally a Buffalo Wild Wing around the corner from our hotel. So I'm sure I can just like Uber Eats the bitch. I watched an expert show who hosts Tuesday night on Sirius XM called Colt and the Wolfman take Zeke at the 202 in an
what?
$500,000 draft. Jesus.
Yeah, Robert, that's where I'm at too. I don't know what with Gibson I can be excited for at this point. And it sucks because I expected him to develop as a running back. I expected him to take on that full workload last year. He clearly hasn't developed from the mental standpoint in the NFL. And I mean, Brian, like I'm buying the smoke here. I know where there's smoke, sometimes you get caught into it, but I think this is where there's smoke, there's fire type of situation in Washington. I do believe the fact that maybe Brian Robinson isn't the starting running back, but is he going to take away a lot of high leverage type of touches from Gibson? I absolutely believe that to be the case now. So yeah, Gibson, if he's going, he needs to be a double-digit round pick for me to consider him now.
Oh man, the tight end board is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I missed out on tight end big time because there is nothing left on the board.
Who did I get? I got Kittle.
So I could grab some. Oh, I actually have Fournette. I almost just fucking picked Rashad White. That would have been bad.
Oh, by the way, I did get Derek Carr with my last pick, so I do have that Raiders versus San Francisco correlation. Would have been nice if we got Ayuka on this team, though.
I'm going to grab Darrell Henderson because I have a fucking
like
irresponsible amount of Cam Akers, so it's probably good to cover my ass a little bit.
He's my highest owned running back right now on Underdog.
Akers or Henderson?
Henderson.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, you up there with me on Akers?
Yeah.
I have this Bucks connection, so I'm going to grab Julio Jones here too. So I got, some Bucks correlation with Fournette and
Big W.
Julio there.
Here, go up.
So we got, there we go. Joseph, favorite super flex strategy. I'm picking 106 in a 12 team half PPR. I really want J Jets, but I feel like QBs round one. I would say quarterbacks early is definitely more so my super flex strategy.
And at the 106, you still get access to one of the elite tier 1 guys. So I definitely would go quarterback. And then you can see after your pick how the room responds. Because if the rest of the room isn't taking quarterbacks, then you have an elite advantage right off the bat. But if potentially, a Dak Prescott falls to you in the second round, you could anchor that down while people think, oh, I can wait until round 4 and get Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr. Like, you're just going to have 2 of the top 8 scoring quarterbacks on a week-to-week basis. And once people in a draft room always realize that from a scarce position standpoint, the quarterback's flying off the board, they are more prone to panicking if they went into the mind that they're just going to fade that position.
Yeah, and I would say, Joseph, go check out the video I did called "Who is the next quarterback league winner?" too, because I talked about like it's almost like a quarterback dead zone. It would be in Superflex when you got like the Tuas and like the guys like that going off the board. I would say that you probably want to skip over that quarterback tier and make sure you have probably 2 quarterbacks before then. And if you don't have 2 quarterbacks before then, maybe stack up on like a Ryan Tannehill, Zach Wilson as like your QB 2 and 3. But I would say ideally, like in your position, you're going to get like a Kyler Murray or something at 6. And in the second round, hopefully like you got like a Brady or a Stafford or somebody available to you there. And then you don't really have to worry about the position after that with those 2 guys. And then maybe you grab like a Mariota or like a Pickett or somebody later in the draft. But for the most part, I think I would like to just get 2 guys at the top.
I agree with that.
My options are Singletary and Gibson. Then I'm taking a third option. Yeah, I'm probably not excited about either of those guys. Legit Myles Garrett. He's better than Young. Really, eh? Wow. Yep. That's wild. Because a lot of people did say Garrett and Young were pretty comparable.
He's probably Will Anderson is probably the best defensive prospect we've seen since Jadeveon Clowney.
Really, eh?
I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic.
That's insane. I feel like I say that every year though.
No, but like Will Anderson, if you actually like look up his numbers, look at like this guy's probably gonna crack 4.5 as a 6'5", like 265 pound.
Run 4.5?
No, he ran 4.7, I think.
Oh no, he his agility drills were like DB times though.
Yeah,
which is fucking
no, they were
insane.
fucked.
Singletary over Gibson, I'd love to see. I'd love to see it, but never thought I'd see the day. Gibson was an elite athlete coming into the league. Yeah, I mean, so was OJ Howard. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes elite athleticism doesn't always translate to the field, which is I still can't believe we're saying this about Antonio Gibson, the guy that we were so high on last year.
I know.
So much has changed.
Speaking of cringe, I just read the next comment. Welcome back, Dick Cheese Accumulator.
Guess who's back? Dick Cheese Accumulator is going to be the fucking funniest name I've ever seen in my life.
Bush, I guess you can say Dick Cheese Accumulator came back.
Yeah, he accumulated.
He came back.
Yeah, true. Okay. What's the minimum amount of money you have to make your first deposit to get your redraft? $10. $10. Yeah. So I guess we don't really plug the fact that you only have to put in $10. So again, for those of you guys just joining us, if you missed the announcement early in the video, promo code FSE at sign up and first deposit on Underdog Fantasy gets you a number of benefits. Number one, great practice for your home league. Number two, you get our redraft and dynasty rankings for free. The minimum amount that you have to put in is $10. That's all you have to put in. And if you do it from now, August 20th until August 27th, as a first-time sign-up and depositor, then you'll get put into a raffle. 5 of you guys will get $50 free on Underdog to put in. So if you put in $10 and you get $20 on the site with, because using promo code FSE, you get 100% back, you might win the $50. So for $10, you might have $70 to play with, get a lot of practice for your home league, get the redraft and the dynasty rankings for free. So it is a great deal for those of you guys that haven't quite, taken the leap and signed up on Underdog yet. This is the time to do so for sure.
Had to pull the trigger. 500,000. Okay, that makes sense there.
I'm gonna put the main camera back on because I miss it.
Had to pull the trigger at the 10th on Gibson. Yeah, I mean at that point, I don't mind that value there. All right, I got you here. Settings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I got it.
I'll let you do that thing.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I had my PC because this would be a lot easier. But all right, we're going back in here. I had to pull the trigger on the 10th. Oh yeah, it looks like Smooth Criminal's in the draft with us.
Let's go. I've become an absolute fantasy degenerate.
Oh shit, I'm on the clock.
So I appreciate that there, Brock. Appreciate that.
I just panic picked fucking Isaiah Spiller. God damn it.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible.
At this point.
I don't have a tight end yet.
15 picks past
real
ADP.
Fucking gross.
Is it going to be a 3 tight end build?
100%. I got Hunter Henry is the only guy I like in this area of the draft. So
Flat might F around and take Stroud. Go back.
Yeah, sorry, I had to move down on the draft.
You good? Might F around take Stroud and Young this offseason in the Dino. I mean, I may have 3 elite quarterbacks on my team if you want to talk trade after this season.
Dude, nobody's going to be able to pry. Who do you have? Watson, Allen,
Allen, and Herbert.
Which is the dumbest thing ever. Who the fuck gave you Watson for free?
I got him in the 5th round of our startup last year.
Oh, man. I love that strategy. Try to take a QB rounds 1 to 2, grab my first running back, and then hammer out wide receivers. Yeah,
I dig it.
Definitely grab something like that. So robust QB, hero RB. Yeah, I would say the hero and 0 RB draft strategies are even more viable in Super.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because you can really just hammer out that the quarterback and wide receiver, and maybe grab an elite tight end. But honestly, an elite tight end is so much less valuable to me in a super flex league.
Oh, in a super flex, 100%.
Because like you might be passing on quarterback potential there, as well as putting yourself behind the 8 ball at the other positions as well. So yeah, elite tight ends I'm not quite in on.
Only at cost.
Super flex. Thank you guys. I'll check out the QB video.
Appreciate that, brother.
In a 6 team full PPR, likely getting 2 wide receivers, then Saquon, Javonte. If I have a chance to grab ETN around 6 or 7, should I grab him? Yeah,
I'm down with it.
I'm cool with that. If you can get if you're getting 2 wide receivers, I'm assuming you're picking like
fucking
middle of the round. You can grab
CeeDee Lamb and fucking
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
something like that.
Crazy. Video, like you said, I'll see how the room reacts. Exactly.
Yeah, but like for me, like I'm probably gonna grab a quarterback no matter what at 6, because somebody's gonna probably deviate and take Taylor, and even if they don't. Like, what's your worst case scenario? You get Jalen Hurts? Like, That's like your worst case scenario.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely taking quarterback at 6. I will go with Jameis Winston here, I believe. Yeah, right at ADP, I do have Olave.
Put 10 in, and you can get 4 puppy entries once it opens again. Yeah, and I believe the puppy is opening, like, next week, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly. Or, like, later this week or something. I don't know. It's opening soon. They told us on a call, and I guess I wasn't listening.
I mean, if you fucking win the $50, then you do the math there, $20, you have $70, so you can absolutely shred those things, 14 of them if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Lance/Carr in round 3. Yeah, in a super. I don't think Lance will be there in round 3, but Carr could definitely be there for sure.
Yep.
Job in college, being a fantasy DGen, big
agreed.
Facts.
Agreed.
If someone finishes below myself or Jared, you're actively taking the piss. And I won't stand for
in the
it.
Dynasty League.
Yeah, you guys both have terrible teams. So.
Fled, we may be able to talk next offseason if you're in position to get that boy Bijan out of Texas.
Yeah.
I might be willing to negotiate a trade with you.
It's funny because that league is the only one that I'm like in a full-time like win now mode in.
Yeah.
The rest of my leagues are kind of like rebuilders. My one Pomeranian entry before it got filled, I got Hurts, Devontae, Carr to start. Carr for the next quarterback is a massive tier break. Yeah. Was the Pomeranian Superflex?
Pomeranian, there was a Superflex one. I know that. And there was a no one quarterback one as well. It's fun, though.
Thoughts on those round 3 running backs as hero in Superflex? Aaron Jones, Saquon. Yeah, Kamara, Saquon, or Javonte are totally cool. For me, it's Saquon, Kamara, Javonte in that order.
I would agree with that, and then Aaron Jones far last.
Yeah, I don't think he's too far behind Javonte, but I would take him 4th, and there's like a bit of a tier break there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Making sure. So just checking into our league right now. How many are paid in? 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4,
So our listener league draft starts at 7:30. So we are probably gonna close out this draft in a couple minutes here, and then maybe order some food real quick.
Oh, definitely need to get food. All we've eaten today is quite literally a sandwich and soup.
From Panera Bread,
Panera Bread.
Yeah, I mean, I had breakfast, but
I didn't have breakfast.
Yeah, I had breakfast, so I'm a little bit more further along, but we will need to eat some fucking wings or something like that.
Oh yeah, set the tone on some meal,
Yeah, facts.
We're in the 14th round right now, so we probably have 20 minutes left.
Yeah, give or take. Thanks for all the advice this season. Gonna have a monster team next year in Dynasty. 3 firsts, 2 seconds, with a roster of Josh Allen, Taylor, Javonte Williams, AJ Brown, DJ Moore. Yeah. I mean, and you also have, the flexibility to be able to transition off of the running backs if you need to, because those guys are probably going to be very, very high value during the season for some contenders as well. So
exactly,
definitely done a good job there. For show, feel like AJ Dillon the 6th could be better than taking Aaron the 3rd. I don't disagree with that take. As much as I don't like taking AJ Dillon in the 6th, I still think he might be a better value than Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Shit, I'm on the clock. Actually, somehow Mike Gesicki fell to me at like 20 picks below ADP. So that's actually, I kind of lucked out there. Should I grab Noah Fant and just close out my tight end build right here? Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki, Noah Fant.
Do it, brother. YOLO.
Do I have another quarterback that I need to grab here?
The best one on the board is Matt Ryan. You have Taylor, right? Yeah. I mean, if you want to mix in an Alec Pierce, you could low-key backdoor a nice little sweet stack there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm going to do that.
Fuck it.
I'll grab Matt Ryan there. Hopefully I can get
Alec Pierce
with my next pick. Somehow Christian Watson is on the board. That was kind of
I'm gonna take him if he falls.
A bit of a throw on my part. Probably should have picked him.
He's his value is super interesting. There's a Superflex one. I have a lot of Tyrod and Superflex leagues. I think Daniel Jones. That's not a bad little hedge there. Upside quarterback too there. I don't mind that.
I'm trying to figure out some week 17 correlation here. So I got
mention the teams. And I got you.
Okay, so I don't have any Giants on my team.
Giants play the Colts.
Yeah, I have Colts, but I don't have any Giants. Who can I get in the final round? Wandale might be on the board still.
Wandale's going to go within like the next round or so, bro. If he hasn't already.
He's already gone.
I was about to say.
He literally just went like after my pick.
What other teams? Fire me and I got you.
Is there any other Giants that are available?
Shepard, I guess.
Yeah, that's not exciting.
Matt Breida, baby. Let's go. Pound the rock.
Literally. So
I have Saquon on the team.
Buccaneers, Carolina. I don't have any Panthers. I could have grabbed Robbie Anderson probably.
Fuck, I wish I didn't give you
on the board.
I wish I didn't give you that idea because I low-key have the Giants, so I have the opposite side of your stacks. I would have went with Alec Pierce.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson. Hopefully he falls to me on my next pick here because I do have.
So you're not taking Alec Pierce?
Oh, I don't know. It depends who's there, but Robbie Anderson's fallen quite past ADP.
Let me know if you're taking Alec Pierce.
I would love to pick Alec Pierce.
Okay, I'm not going to take him then. I'm a nice guy. Rob, I'm going to randomize pick order when we start the next live stream.
Yeah, for sure. Is he in the league?
Yeah. Shark bait.
Oh, that's shark bait. For sure. It'll cost me Bijan multiple firsts, a steak dinner,
see,
and my firstborn child for one of your QBs. I'll pass. Big facts. That is usually the going rate for quarterbacks for me. Matty Ice, babe. Vikings, Chargers, Giants playoff schedule is nice for the Colts. Yeah,
I respect it.
Baby. Daniel Bellinger.
Yes,
I don't want to be drafted.
Big belly.
It's probably in your quarterback video, but if it's Burrow, Lamar, Kyler, and Hurts, who do you take on the clock at 6? The answer would be Lamar, Kyler, Hurts, Burrow in that order for me.
Also, I just got Christian Watson, 28 picks past.
That is wild, man. That is a wild value on Christian
So it's because he has a knee injury, I guess.
Yeah, but he's off the pup list.
Yeah, one more chance. Okay.
Is there any? Can we put on any games behind us?
Yeah, we can.
I never thought of. They have cable.
They
in this
definitely
fucking
do,
thing? They
dude.
probably do.
So do not take Alec Pierce here, right? Do not for me take Alec Pierce here, right?
Yeah, don't take
Okay.
Alex Pierce, please.
I'll take him out of my queue. Just wanted to make sure.
What's better in the United States, DoorDash or Uber Eats?
Let the Americans answer that.
Yeah, Americans. I need help.
I feel like Wandale could outscore Tony straight up. The reason why, again, like I love both of them at cost, but the reason why I would favor Tony is that he's going to get to work in 2 wide receiver sets, whereas Wandale's kind of a slot specific type of player. Again, I think both are fine at their current values. Both are fine at their current opportunity cost. But if I'm taking who's going to score more points between Tony and Wandale, I'm just going to take Kadarius Toney. But I do think Wandale is going to be maybe in contention to be the second most productive receiver on that team. I am not a Kenny Golladay believer after what we've seen in terms of how he's looked.
Wandale is such the classic example of like the everybody overplaying the too many mouths to feed with an offense.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, because again, there's no loyalty to anybody in that offense realistically. Like that coaching staff just got there. They know Galladay's making a lot of money, but like there's reports that Colin Johnson's outplaying him in training camp and preseason games.
Yep.
Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, I still can't believe I got Watson almost 30 picks past ADP.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Anytime there, Joseph. We got Steven says full PPR. I have the second pick. Should I do 0 RB? I would take one of those 2 anchor.
Yeah, no, I would
backs at the
100% go with Christian McCaffrey most likely.
McCaffrey,
if not Taylor,
if he's there. Yeah,
Taylor goes.
McCaffrey's my 101, but I mean either of those 2 running backs.
I have Taylor 101, but I'm still cool with people taking McCaffrey over him.
Yeah, people need to remember that Saquon is really their wide receiver too. Wandale will probably be 3rd in targets. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that as well. Yeah. Saquon, if he's healthy, should probably
the other
90
like low key narrative of that is that there's like absolutely no tight end to speak of on that roster. So if the running back targets are up there, like it's probably fine to some degree because the tight ends will probably get like fucking 50 targets like combined. On the whole season. Like it's gonna be. They're not going to have any tight end usage in that offense. I expect the concentration to be with the wide receivers and the running backs.
You might get your wish, by the way. He is falling.
I fucking hope so. I still got quite a few picks here before he's got to go off the
board. Favorite mid-round wide receivers?
We just put out a video 2 days ago called Mid-Round Smashes, but a couple of my favorite mid-round wide receivers are Deontay Johnson, Marquise Brown, Allen Robinson, I guess DJ Moore,
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Bateman as well. I like Devontae Smith and Ayuk.
Yeah,
the back end of that area.
I mean, depending on how mid you're talking, I don't mind Jerry Jeudy when he falls as well.
Yeah,
I think Jerry Judy's a guy I'm really rising on, man. I am getting amped up about him. Yeah, I mean,
you think I need to grab another running back with this build? Taylor, Fournette, Henderson, and Spiller. Should I grab like a McKissick?
Maybe last round. I wouldn't push it right now.
I might grab McKissick here. I don't know, man.
I mean, this is round 16, 17, so go for it.
What's his name went? So Pierce went. I don't want to waste a draft pick on Paris Campbell.
Duvernay went too. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm just getting screwed. I got a naked Lamar Jackson, but honestly, if you're gonna have a naked quarterback, Lamar Jackson's the one you want to have naked. So, and that means, by the way, that means that he has no stacking partners with him.
Jefferson will probably be my pick. I mean, if you don't want McCaffrey, but I think Jefferson's the fine pick.
Is Brock still in here? Should I grab Mo Alley Cox here? Is he getting? Is he doing the Lord's work with the Colts ones right now?
Let us know they're Brocky.
Yeah.
Who are you guys taking full
Mo Alley Cox here? My 3rd tight end.
If this is redraft, I would actually order them in the order you have them, Killa.
Yes, I also would order them in that order as well. My home league draft order is getting dropped tonight, boys. I'm excited. Yeah, dude, I love that me and my friends are such degenerates that we get our draft order in May.
Brock, we did ours in my main home league last week, and your boy got the 101. So welcome back home. When I won my championship a couple years ago, it was Christian McCaffrey as my lead horse on that team when he had that phenomenal year. So I'm going to win another championship, and it's going to be on the back of yet another Christian McCaffrey dominant season. So I'm excited.
And if you want to know what real skill looks like, I won a championship with Clyde Edwards-Helaire as the 6th overall pick.
Yeah, but you're also trading around with sheep farmers.
Nah. And I picked 9th overall last year, and I didn't fuck it up and pick Devontae Adams, but I still won the championship again. So
I'm just gonna go quarterbacks early and wait for those mid-round smashes you mentioned. How late would you wait for running back if you took Saquon in 3rd? Want to avoid the dead zone. It's all targeting certain archetypes, so don't just take a guy that's projected volume. Don't just take like Ezekiel Elliott that's the main name.
David Montgomery, Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah. Take a running back if you're going to take one, like a Travis Etienne or Cam Akers, where there's projectable upside if they
If
do
you're feeling
smash.
risky and you want to take J.K. Dobbins as well. Josh Jacobs, when he slides, is not terrible either. Those are the 4 main running backs that I'm okay deviating in. It really all depends on the price, with more so with Dobbins and Jacobs, but Akers and Etienne, I'm definitely deviating into the dead zone for.
Is this my last pick? No. Okay. I am going to, let me spice it up with a little William
I mean,
Fuller.
Mo is fine. Ryan likes to chuck it to him when he gets flushed from the pocket because he's like 6'7". Yeah. I figure Ali Cox was some correlation to my team as like the third tight end. I kind of needed a third tight end because I had Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki as my other 2. So I figured I probably needed one. Not a bad one. Colts sees a lot of 11, 12, 13 personnel, so he'll be on the field a lot. Yep. Why is there so much fading on Devontae Smith? Really don't understand it. Just got him. Yeah, dude, especially in Dynasty, he is so absolutely free in Dynasty. Like it is. Yeah, he literally said felt like free money at that point. Yeah, in Dynasty leagues, man, Devontae Smith is just so free. In redraft, I kind of understand the fade a little bit because he's like a 7th round pick. I think that's fine. But in Dynasty, man, he should not be going that low.
You know what I just took in, by the way?
What's up?
Connor Seed is Brandon Seed's brother.
Yeah, they're both in the
I just
league.
realized that. Yeah. No, because I remember he mentioned his brother, but then I realized his brother's Connor Seed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to the Seed
Big
brothers, both patrons
Big
of the channel here.
Big facts.
I have a couple 3 tight end Mo Alley teams. Yeah, I think he's a classic 3 tight end. Same with Austin Hooper. Him and Austin Hooper are just such third tight end builds.
Another one too, by the way. Anytime I can get like Jerick McKinnon in round 18, like I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, realistically, if we're making the bet against Clyde Edwards-Helaire, if we're not hearing good reports on Ronald Jones, and if Isaiah Pacheco's like a fucking 12th round pick at this point,
am I about to get Paris Campbell at fucking 216 overall?
What pick did Pacheco go at in this draft? I
don't know, man. I think he just goes way too high that I don't even care because I know
I don't really care either. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Pacheco at this point, you had to get him. The best time to get him in Best Ball Mania 3, because he wasn't going to be drafted, period, for a while. But when he started to get some buzz and you could get him 16th, 17th, 18th round, when the 11th. When the buzz started was when to get him. But now the buzz is out of control to the point that I'm just not fucking drafting.
He went in the 11th of this draft.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Love it. Appreciate you guys. I kind of do want to get a wide receiver in round 4 to get a solid wide receiver 1 like AJ, Mike Evans, T. Higgins. Yeah. That's man, Superflex. I probably need to start playing in more redraft Superflex leagues because I think it is fun. Yeah. It's a whole new dynamic. For me, it's just always, Superflex is the dynasty scoring setting,
that's
and
how
one quarterback is the redraft scoring setting. That's just the way I've always played.
I did put out a vote, or I did put out a poll if the league, the listener league wanted to do Superflex. Everybody wanted to do one quarterback, so
I voted for one quarterback in like 1.2 seconds. So
I did put it out there,
dude. I am actually about to get Paris Campbell at pick 216. He goes off the board at 176. I'm not a Paris Campbell guy, but I do have a Colts correlation, and he is going 40 picks after ADP. So I think I'm cool getting a share here.
All right. Let's answer a couple more comments because you're about to make the last pick of the draft. Eckler or Chase? Give me Jamar Chase there, Andrew.
Yep.
I don't mind Eckler though. I think he's a good mid first rounder.
Yeah.
Imagine fading Devontae in Dynasty. No, exactly there, Brock. Superflex redraft is fire. Definitely gotta try one.
I've played in 2. My school league was a Superflex league the 2 years that I played in it, and it was pretty solid.
Brock, you're a fiend, and I love it. Good shit, bro. Good shit. But either way, this live stream has went for about an hour 42. We will literally be back in 15 minutes. Gonna order some food. It'll probably come here during the next live stream, but yeah, we'll take a 15-minute break, get some food. We are getting a little drained, and once we're back, we'll randomize that draft order. Draft is officially launching at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, so you guys don't want to mix that, especially with that little hype up, 30-minute amp up prior to that draft. But
Spicy Hot wants to use a horse racing simulator to get the draft order.
Send it.
Spicy Hot, if you can set it up and ensure us that it's going to work, yeah, definitely you can set it up for us if you want.
You could set it up for us so you could put the names in for us so it doesn't look like we're cheating.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, let's do some Superflex mocks for sure. Cheers. Can't get rid of Devontae in Dynasty. Don't get rid of Devontae in Dynasty. Yeah. Royal Rumble. Yeah,
I wish.
Yeah, I don't.
I wish we had something on us.
I mean, you guys get to see an actual reflection of the size differential between me and Danny. So I'm not.
No, he was talking about on WWE.
Oh, I thought he meant like a legitimate Royal Rumble, like where we try and toss each other out the club.
You can tell I'm a little thickum right now. So
yeah. My league wants to do bowling for our league draft order. I was all for it. Yeah, that's a pretty.
you a
dope
good
one,
bowler?
too. I'm a pretty decent bowler. I never
suck
bowl.
at bowling.
I never bowl, but I feel like every time I bowl, I play like I play really well. So I probably should bowl more.
What I wanted to do for one of my leagues is picking like out of a hat golfers for a PGA
Oh yeah,
Tour.
yeah. Doing masters. We
just random golfers.
What I wanted to do this year for our draft order was pick Super Bowl, like get a props list for the Super Bowl and watch because we all watch the Super Bowl together in my league and see who had the most props right and then pick the draft order that way.
That's kind of dope too. Yeah, I did watch a little bit of that there, Henry.
I watched Algier take himself because he's a dog.
Big dog energy.
Dylan won last year, beat 11 experts after taking CMC 101. Yeah, because I mean,
experts.
Oh yeah, we're calling them experts. There's definitely some casual experts in that sleeper bowl.
Yeah, we're not gonna point names.
Yeah, I would have got a mid first if we bowled, but would have landed me Jefferson knowing my league dynamic. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're gonna grab some food. We'll be back on here 15, 20 minutes from now. And we'll be good to go. So make sure you guys tune in. We will be doing a live real money draft listener league. It'll be dope. Make sure you guys tune in.
Peace out, Yellow.